3 lines on me shirt, jewels remain still gleaming. It's coming home, it's coming home, football's coming home. But in the semi-finals, folks, I'm drunk. I've been watching England's remarkable performance. Harry Kane, Sir Gareth, Kaynaldo, Maguire, Lions, heroes of the footballing pitch. So I thought I'd come here, get drunk, but I'm already drunk. Continue to get drunk and celebrate a 4-0 thrashing of Ukraine. What a result. Good evening, Damien. Good evening, Mick. Welcome to a Drinking with Andrew special. We've got a semi. I've got a semi. Definitely got a semi. Tonight I'm on the Stauffer Press. Mostly because that's the last of the side that I've got. And then I'll have to purchase more crates, but I can't believe it. 4-0. What a performance. We can forget about the Scotland game now. The doubts about Sir Gareth. I never had any doubts about Sir Gareth. Obviously. Second semi-final of a major tournament. Evening, Sam. Welcome. He's coming home. That's all we can say. So yeah, it's absolutely mental. I'm watching the post-match analysis here. Ignore the crap around me. Boom, indeed. 5 minutes with 1-0 left. I was confident. First half, last few minutes looked a bit dodgy, but so Harry scored, made it 2-0. Job done. Was it Harry got the second? I can't remember who got the second. Whoever got the second. Brilliant result. Excellent performance. Every single player put in a shift in tonight. And semi-finals against Denmark. We're going to pace the pastries. Could have been Wales, but unfortunately, you know, they got pasted by the pastries. Drinking with I need to remind people that I was born in England. English as the hat shows. Yeah, I have to find the England shirts for the semi. But yes, it's the first time I've been able to use semi in a title without it being controversial. I don't know who turned up to play Scotland, but it wasn't this side. So yeah, there we go. I hope everyone's happy. They've enjoyed the remarkable victory. Better put a link in the chat at night if anyone wants to pop on. Good evening, back. Am I planning a trip to Wembley? I'm not planning a trip to Wembley, no. Yes, PvP, I'm still live. I've been live for 24 hours. So Harry's going to score some more goals against the Danish, I reckon. Welcome, Sean. Oh. So Harry's coming on the TV. There he is. So Harry.
How's that feeling? The smile says it all.
No, absolutely. You know, what a great performance in a big game. You know, a lot of pressure on us. Of course, we're favourites to win this game.
Good evening, Jack. We're watching Sir Harry.
And to perform like we did was top draw. So another clean sheet, 4 goals. It was a perfect night for us.
Record-breaking night as well, with the amount of 7 successive clean sheets now for England.
Yeah, that's what we're building on. You know, we don't get carried away. We've got a great unit here from front to back, working hard for the team. And it's a vital part of winning games and winning tournaments. So, of course, we've got a big semi-final coming up, but we're on the right path. We've got to keep working hard, recover well now, and then look forward to the semi-final.
Yeah, but Harry, back-to-back semi-finals.
I know, yeah. No, it's just, it's where we want it to be. You know, we set out for a vision before the World Cup of what we want to achieve and where we want to go and take this team. And you know, we're knocking it off step by step. Of course, the World Cup was great, but we fell short. We had the Nations League, we had a good run there, and then obviously we're in another semi-final. So, but now it's about getting over the line, getting over the next step, and that's what we've got to do on Wednesday.
What's the difference between this tournament and the last tournament? Because you were so assured, you look so comfortable out there. You just seem really solid.
Good evening, PvP.
Hey, Andrew. How's it going? I guess you're enjoying the victory by
Too
England
right.
today?
Of course.
Nice. Was it 4-0 or something?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So Harry scored 2 goals.
That's really cool. So you guys play Denmark next, is it?
That is correct, yeah.
So how many more teams do you guys need to knock off to actually win this thing?
2 more.
Wow. Damn. It could actually really be coming home this time, couldn't it?
Well, fingers crossed, PvP, fingers crossed.
I guess Denmark's a pretty tough team, though, aren't they, I suppose, Andrew?
They'd be easy to beat after we just smashed the Ukrainians 4-0.
That's a pretty impressive win, though. 4-0 is pretty nice. That's a pretty good soccer score, or football, as you say there.
Fully confident in our chances now. With Sir Gareth in charge, would be brilliant.
Wow, so when are they playing the next match?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday. Ooh, that's a ways. Wow, that gives them a lot of time to rest up.
He's copied the hairstyle. He has indeed, Rebecca, but we'll forgive him that. Carboot Chris is in. I was just speaking to him 10 minutes ago. Glorious victory there.
I must say, I'm very surprised to see you on the Saturday.
We're winning 4-0. What else am I going to do?
You've never done a Saturday drinking stream, though, have you, Andrew?
I have, yeah. I've done it before, yeah.
Oh, really? Shit, I must have missed those. Oh, well. I wonder if anybody else will actually pop on tonight.
I don't know if anyone else is even watching at the moment.
They're probably all watching the results of the soccer match, actually.
A glorious victory.
Oh, by the way, after you ended your live stream yesterday, you must have done something. You didn't end the chat here in StreamYard. And Al and I ended up talking for almost an hour after you left.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Unless I kick you out, you can still stay on.
Oh, that was cool. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. Al and I had a great chat. Talked about a lot about music and stuff, which I know you don't like us talking about. So we had a good time.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was fun. It was lots of fun.
I have not done drinking with Andrew every day, Chris. That has never happened yet. Although it might happen one day in the future. Who knows?
I think every day would be a bit much, actually.
You can never have too much drinking with Andrew. Hey, Jess.
Yeah, I could go for that, but I don't know if I could keep up the drinking every day.
It's a few cans here and there. It's nothing. So how's your day been today?
It's pretty much an average Saturday, sleep in, catch up on some sleep after a, bad work week, a stressful work week. And, get up a little bit later and I was on Richard's stream for a while there, just now, on Knight's Life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Lots of good folks on there chatting with.
Was he not watching the football then?
No, well, I'm in Canada, so we don't. If I wanted to watch the English football, I'd have to pay.
No, I mean, was Richard not watching the football?
No, Richard and Andrew were chatting it up. I guess they figure they could watch it in replay if they wanted to.
Damien says he was up at 8 this morning.
God, I wasn't up at 8. I think I was up at 10:40 when I woke up.
I was up at 10 this morning.
I just went to bed last night and thought, fuck it, I'll just wake up when I wake up. Whenever my eyes open, that's good enough. Gotta catch up on sleep on the weekend, damn.
It's got to be often. I mean, liver would be fucking dead if I drank every day for a month. We need the fucking character here. We need fucking liver.
Yeah, that'd be a bit much.
Sean wants to know if car beats are on. It's too bloody wet tomorrow, Sean. I won't be going car beat tomorrow. It's too wet.
You guys have had crap weather there the last few days, eh?
Par for the course, yeah.
It's weird. We've had such a heat wave the last week. God, it's been too hot. 44 bloody Celsius on Wednesday. I can't believe it. It's like 31 today at the moment. I'm just looking on my computer here, which is actually pretty nice. It's actually a relief compared to what it's been the last week.
I bet 44 is just insane.
No, it's like 112 degrees or something. I don't know. Yeah, it was hot. Yeah. I was actually, one thing that I was relieved about work is I could go to a nice air-conditioned office for 8 hours that day, so that helped. Still brutal though when you come home and the apartment feels like an oven, right? Ugh.
Tea Cakes is up at 4 a.m. You'll not see me doing that.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Oh, I don't get up at 4 a.m.
That's early. 4 a.m. Wow. What the hell are you doing at 4 a.m.?
It's usually when I'm coming in. That is 4 a.m. Tea Cakes.
Cookie wants to know when they're gonna see my face on camera. Probably not anytime soon because I'm kind of a little sensitive since I have my job and I just don't feel comfortable putting my face online. And I'm totally ugly anyway. You guys wouldn't want to see me. It would probably break the internet if I put my face on it.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm on it.
Yeah, but you're the most handsome man in England or in Wales, aren't you?
Well, it has been said before.
I don't know. I'm not there yet. I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe one of these months to come. But I can't make any promises.
The Scotland fan has popped in. Welcome, Cat Peddler. He's the cat peddler. The cat peddler. He's here to steal your cats.
Yeah, on Richard's channel, he was actually selling. Andrew was selling something called cat paste, and I thought, what the hell is cat paste? And then he explained it was like something they give to cats to, like, I don't know, get rid of fur balls or whatever. It was weird. But he said it was going for like good money, right? He paid like £40 for a bag, and he was selling them for like £12 a piece.
Fair enough.
Very bizarre, though. I never knew something called cat paste existed. That was something new I learned today. Well, I wonder if anybody else is even going to join today, Andrew. Jeez.
Well, it's only been live for a few minutes. Give it time.
Yeah, well, it's just after 10 there, so I guess there's still a chance. I couldn't believe you went so long last night. You went over 6.5 hours yesterday, man.
Well, that started several hours before that, so yeah.
I was actually shocked when I got home from work. I was like, oh my God, they're still on here.
Evening, Don.
Eh?
Saying good evening to Don.
Yeah. It was fun, though. I think I was on for close to an hour after I got on your channel yesterday, and it was a good chat with the lads.
Evening, Paul. Yes, we're going to win the World Cup this year, folks. We've got 4 touchdowns today. Brilliant performance.
So who were the best players today, Andrew?
The best one was actually a chap called Andrew Nolan.
Oh, yeah.
He delivered an amazing performance for England.
Wow.
Yeah. He had the world at his feet.
Yeah, it's nice when you get a really good player that steps up in an important match, isn't it?
Well, yes, exactly. I mean, he was just all over the pitch. He was awesome.
Damn.
He covered every inch he covered.
Wow, that's good. Sounds like England's got a decent team this year.
He got an amazing hat trick as well. It was brilliant.
Wow, really a hat trick. Holy crap.
Yeah, world class performance as always.
It's nice when you got a really good player like that on your team. It makes a big difference. It really does.
It does.
Well, we had. I mean, here where I am in BC, we have the Vancouver Whitecaps was our local football team, right? They're like a 4.5 hour drive from here, but I call them local. But they had that young black fellow that I think he's playing for Germany now, and somebody else in the chat reminded me of his name. I can't bloody remember it, but he's like 18 when they acquired him, and he was like brilliant, right? He was just getting goals and goals and goals. This kid was unreal. And then, of course, they, traded him to Germany for, I don't know, like $8 million or something, right? And, of course, they've done nothing with that money since then. so the team still sucks here, but I wish I could remember his name. He's a brilliant player.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody in the chat maybe can mention him. Yeah, I think he's playing for Munich or something, no?
Alfonso Davis, Sam says.
That's the guy. Yeah. Brilliant young lad. God, he's a great player.
Yeah, TD spot on. You could hear the Italians. I said a lot of Italians were there in their England shirts. A lot of the local Italians turning out, supporting England with English accents as well that they'd even put on for the occasion. Yeah, you can hear it chanting, Nolan. Quite right.
Oh, God. No, I'm really glad that England is doing so well this year. Were you guys expecting this to happen, or it seemed like people are always...
We were expecting to be knocked out well before now.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured from what I heard on the chats. It's like you guys figure, oh, shit, we suck. We're going to lose. Actually, that's kind of very Canadian in a way, actually.
I think if you'd said to any England fan beforehand, semi-finals, we'd have been more than happy with that. So
yeah, man, this is awesome. Then shit, this is kind of fun. Even 5,000 miles away, it's kind of fun to see you guys doing well.
But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what everyone else's opinion in the chat was. Do you reckon Nolan was man of the match today, or do you think he was someone else? I've heard Chris Hayden put in a decent performance, but I don't think it was as good. The Flamingo Hot, I don't think any Flaming Hot what's it. Maybe Flaming Hot Monster Munch. Probably sponsored by KFC, Paul. The Dream Nolan deserves to be sacked. He delivered an awesome performance, Jack.
Why does he deserve to be sacked if he got like a hat trick?
Exactly. You don't know what he's talking about. Pure jealousy from Dobbins there. Pure jealousy.
He must be cheering for another team.
Sterling is man of the match, not a chance.
The thing is, like, in hockey here, if somebody gets a hat trick, that's like a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah.
During a game, that's like nice. Because I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get like 4 goals in a game. I've seen plenty get 3 though, and a hat trick is like, well, here in Canada, if you get a hat trick playing ice hockey, as you guys call it, everybody throws their fucking hats onto the rink, right? Yeah. As a tribute. It's pretty funny, actually. But it doesn't happen very often, but it is fun. So yeah, you definitely should not be sacked for getting a hat trick.
Yeah, I would definitely take my hat off for this performance tonight. It's brilliant.
Oh, man. So did you go to any, I guess you didn't go to any car boots today then, Andrew?
They don't have car boots on Saturday by me.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It's not an option for me, that. They're always on a Sunday, but if they're on tomorrow, there won't be many people there, especially after the result tonight. So.
Yeah, that's probably true. Everybody's probably... I imagine there's a lot of people getting really pissed in the UK tonight. After that England win, I mean, I imagine everybody's like partying down.
So, yeah. We were just discussing Andrew Nolan's awesome hat-trick in the match, Sean. He delivered a fantastic performance. So, yeah. The whole team was pretty awesome, says Paul. Yeah, it was indeed a good team performance.
I think I'll have to take a look at the highlights of this on YouTube when they post it the next day or so. Sounds pretty good. I mean, I do enjoy soccer, but I'm not the biggest fan because our local team has kind of sucked for the last few years, quite frankly.
We've got lots of Italians there and England shirts. The Italians, they did well there because the away match in Italy.
So who's left? You got England, you got Denmark.
Italy and Spain.
That's it. You're down to the final four. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys have a definite chance then.
So, yeah.
Man, that's...
It's got to get past I mean, the Danish, they're very popular at the minute because they had a player die on the pitch. But
they had a player die?
Yeah, a player died on the pitch. But apart from...
Holy crap.
They resuscitated him. He wasn't dead for very long.
So he didn't die. Okay.
Well, he died.
That's weird, though, isn't it? When they have like a heart failure right on the match, like.
Yeah, he died. He was dead, but he was resuscitated
for a few minutes. Yeah.
They had the equipment to resuscitate him. If he'd been on the fucking streets, he'd have been fucked.
Thank God. That does happen with athletes, though. I mean, there's been athletes here in Canada too that have been playing like hockey, and sadly, sometimes they've died and they've really died because I guess they couldn't revive them quickly enough. And they were like young guys too, like teenagers or in their early 20s, in the minor leagues, and they just bam, sudden heart seizure, and that's it, right?
Yeah, exactly, TD. There was lots of chanting going on and everything. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear England's doing well.
So you reckon England and Italy do you, Peter, in the final? We have to get past Denmark first. It's going to be tough. Paul loves bacon. Apparently, they're fucking supporting the fucking Danish with their fucking bacon.
Oh, God. Bacon is nice, but it's kind of overpriced these days. Unless you get it on sale, I suppose.
Those two centre midfielders have been magnificent in most games. And then what that allows the players ahead to do is to go and express themselves, whether that's Grealish when he comes on, whether that's Sancho today, or Sterling that has been, or Harry Kane. That's why he's playing it. So I don't think it really matters. They've got so many options, and they all seem to be on form and enjoying their football at the right time.
Oh, Sir Gareth coming on the TV, folks. Here he is, Sir Gareth.
Many congratulations, Gareth. Wonderful performance. How would you sum it up for us?
I think you have summed it up. Fantastic, and to play as well as they did in a game where there's so much resting on it is really impressive. It's a strange feeling. I'm actually at this moment just thinking of the lads we didn't get on the pitch, because the likes of Connor Cody, Ben Chilwell, Sam Johnston, Aaron Ramsdale, they are the ones that are making this team successful, because the spirit of the group is phenomenal, and whoever comes in does the job. Whoever isn't in, which is really difficult, I have to leave 3 out of the squad every time, and the squad mentality has been fantastic. And so at the moment that's sort of uppermost in my mind, looking after those guys.
How difficult is it to? I mean,
this is a big moment.
You're the man with that job. There are so many options available to you. It must be so difficult to only pick 11.
Yeah, I'm spending more energy worrying about the 3 I have to leave out the 26, because they're all good players. None of them deserve to be left out. They're all doing everything in training, so none of it is because they're up to the level. But we have got to make those decisions, and we've got to make the right call for the right game and the right system. But all of the players are brilliant, and tonight, right the way through the group, absolutely fantastic.
Gareth, we know the pressures that go with managing England. Are you able to enjoy it as much as we are back home?
Not really, Alan. No, but look, it's...
Sometimes I think the commentary after the game is as good as the bloody game itself. Oh, God. They go on and on, don't they?
fixed in my mind again. We've obviously want to go the steps further, the 2 steps further, and I know what will be happening at home, and that's great. You know, it's lovely to send everybody on a Saturday night, beer in hand, in the air, wherever it is, and they should enjoy it. It's been a long year for everybody, and I'm chuffed that the 2 performances we've put on have brought so much enjoyment and happiness to people.
You're growing into the tournament, Gareth. There's no question about that. Whoever comes in seems to do well tonight with Jadon Sancho, Harry Kane scoring goals. Again, you're really growing into the tournament. You must be delighted with the way it's progressing.
Yeah, I think we've known that we had players that physically we needed to look after, and we've had to manage and introduce those guys in.
Okay, there, Andrew.
Games is what is so important, and trying to give people a breather at the right time and trying to manage that. We learned a lot from Russia in that instance. We won't have got that perfect, and tonight we were trying to balance players that are carrying knocks with players that are on yellow cards. And do we take the centre back off? No, we think he's okay because we've probably got the game sewn up. He won't need to make a tackle. But so all of those things are going through your mind. But yeah, look, it's fabulous. It's fabulous for our country. We're in a semi-final at Wembley. Everybody can really look forward to that. It's brilliant.
Well done, Gareth. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. You could talk to you all night, actually, but we've got to get to the news. In fact, you are the news. So well done, well played. Thank you very much. Final thoughts.
Thanks, Gary. Cheers.
Very, very, very positive.
Sir Gareth there, folks. Disappointing though that he didn't mention Nolan's awesome performance, but I guess he didn't have time.
I am super confident, and this team just made me just feel kind of relaxed. I'll just sit back in my chair and just let you take it away, Gareth.
Thank you very much. Thank you, chaps. What a night. England complete.
Hey, Richard.
They've blown the bloody scores off. Lesson Dormer, anyone?
Fuck hell, that was a shit joke.
So where is the next match played?
Well, after Richard here now, there's no Richard in this chat.
There's somebody called Knight's Life though, so
We don't have no Richards here.
So where's the next match played? Is England playing it in England, or are they playing it in Denmark, or
Wembley?
Cool. So you have the home crowd advantage then.
Yeah.
Nice.
I believe they've allowed even more fans into it because it's not allowed to be at full capacity due to the restrictions. But
right,
I believe they're allowing 65,000 in.
That's pretty damn good. 65,000 is a lot.
Biggest crowd any event will have had this year in England.
Crap. Yeah, things are easing up, aren't they? Like they just ended the mandatory mask restrictions here on Thursday, so folks actually don't need to wear a mask anymore anywhere.
Yeah, we haven't
which
got
is
that
a bit mind-boggling.
We've still got to wear ours for the time being.
Yeah, I'm still going to wear mine even though it's not mandatory, just to be on the safe side, because I've got to get around to booking my second jab, which I haven't done yet, but I should do that this weekend, I guess. And try and get it next week or something.
It doesn't actually stop you getting the virus, though. The point of the mask is it stops you giving it to other people.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Evening, Stephen. Yeah, we've just been talking, Stephen, about Nolan's awesome performance today for England. Hat-trick hero. 4-0. Brilliant result. Right, let's put the link in the chat, see if anyone wants to pop on that. There we go. Yep. From the makers of Line of Duty, your sister. Evening, Dave. Looks like HMS Vigil's coming soon. That should be a good series.
Now on BBC One, listen and build the evening BBC News with Morgan.
Here's the news now to talk about Nolan's brilliant performance.
I guess he'll be the national hero for the next few days, eh?
Yeah. It's been announced, has it? That the LCD's got man of the match excellence. There we go. What a man.
That's nice, though. It's nice, though, when a team does very well that nobody expected them to do that well. It's always a nice surprise.
Definitely. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to pop to the toilet. I'll be back in a minute.
Sounds good. I might just go refresh my drink while you're doing that. And the chat can chat to themselves. Go for it, chat. And please, anybody in the chat, by the way, if you want to hit on the StreamYard link, it would be nice if you would join me and Andrew. Come on and talk to us. That would be awesome.
Good evening. England are through to the semi-finals of the European Championship for the first time in 25 years after a comprehensive win tonight in Rome. They beat Ukraine 4-0 with a flurry of goals from captain Harry Kane, Harry Maguire and George Kingston. Across England, fans have been celebrating success again after the side defeated Germany earlier in the week. Sports correspondent Natalie Perks has just sent this report from Rome. This was an England match with a truly global feel. With a 5-day quarantine for fans coming from
there we go.
extra police patrols for anyone tempted to
Hello, Anita. Off out in Manchester. Christ, that's going to be nuts. What's in Manchester? I think we all know what's in Manchester. But yeah, Anita, what did you think of Andrew Nolan's awesome hat-trick tonight in the match? Thoroughly well deserved man of the match, wasn't it? Brilliant performance from Nolan there. All out for England. Help you get that 4-0 win. Let's go with Nolan's goals now. Brilliant.
Back again.
Another clean sheet for England as well, 7 in a row.
Yeah, it's nice to get that. So I guess they had a pretty good defense as well then today.
Yeah, I mean, again, Nolan, like I say, he was all over the pitch. He was putting tackles in at the back as well as scoring goals.
Sounds like a hell of a good player. Wow. Yeah, it definitely helps when you get a really exceptional player on your team. Even one guy can definitely make a difference.
Just hope he stays injury-free.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, that's true. So are there any other players on the team that you think are, like good quality players, Andrew, or is he basically carrying them?
Well, he's carrying them.
Oh, shit. Let's hope he stays healthy then. Oh, God.
4 goals.
Yeah, it's nice. That is impressive.
But you're well set born in England, Martin.
I think anytime a player gets more than 2 goals, they're doing pretty damn fine, actually. Even 2 goals is good.
Well, here we go. We've got another guest popping in. Evening, Stephen. We were just discussing
Hey, there he is.
performance.
Hey, man.
What a player.
Raheem Sterling has also scored 3 goals and got us this far.
Oh, yeah, minor detail.
Minor.
So will there be lots of partying going on in England tonight?
No, we don't like to. We don't like to get drunk or anything.
Oh, come on!
I'd like to get carried away.
It's a Saturday. You guys are gonna get hammered. I mean, you got a good excuse, right?
Yeah, well,
see these off to get a Nolan shirt and Sport Direct too.
Yeah, I can see there's definitely fans of this guy.
Straight down.
He sounds like a damn. I'm gonna have to put the highlights on tomorrow on YouTube. I'm sure they'll have them posted by then.
No,
I gotta see this dude.
They're far too expensive.
I imagine all the big clubs will be after him now after that performance. Nice.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? When a guy's really good, some club with big money buys him out, and you lose, right?
Well,
just like we did.
Messi's left Barcelona now, hasn't he? So they need
he's not officially left, has he?
He's out of contract. He's out of contract, isn't he? So.
Yeah, but let's be honest. They brought Aguero in to try and keep him because they're best mates.
Yeah.
Brought your best mate in. Do you fancy signing this? It's about a quarter of your wages it used to be.
Richard's just saying he's been watching Nolan play. Awesome player. He is absolutely amazing. Outstanding. The skill, the trickery, the defensive ability as well for the striker.
So has anybody got any Nolan merch to sell? Probably be a good time to list it.
That's true. I might list some now.
The official.
I imagine it'll be a good seller over the next week.
Nolan for Leicester.
Don't think he's going to go to Leicester somehow, Sean.
Oh God.
So it's a nice force, but I don't think he wants to go there. So Gareth, another brilliant managerial performance.
Yeah, but he is a bit of a wet sap in here, let's be honest. I don't think he's inspiring them to do the job.
Inspiring? We just fucking won a match 4-0. You want more fucking inspiration do you need? We're in the fucking semi-finals of the Euros, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I can imagine him just sort of sat there going, well done, lads, with his monotone voice. G'ing him up.
He's obviously got something about him in the fucking semi-final, second semi-final appearance in fucking 2 major tournaments. I mean, you know, he's done a lot better than Roy. He's done better than Roy fucking Hodgson.
It's the best squad we've had in 20 years.
Best manager we've had in 20 years.
I sense a disagreement here.
You're not seriously telling me that anyone... We lost to fucking Iceland in the last European Championships, for fuck's sake.
Oh, God, that's bad. I didn't even know Iceland had a football team.
The only reason people have heard of Iceland is because they've got fucking volcanoes there and a supermarket chain named after them.
The only thing I know about Iceland is they're very remote and they have volcanoes.
Yeah.
And Bjork.
And Bjork.
That's about it.
Eurovision.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I did not know Iceland actually had a football team. That's mind-boggling to me. You know, that's just like that's not a country I would expect to have a football team.
Every country has a football team.
Really? Every country on Earth? There's like over 100 countries on Earth. They all have football teams?
Well, yeah.
Wow. I never realized that. So you're saying like Botswana has a football team?
Yes.
Shit, I never knew that.
Wrexham.
They probably don't actually score much though, so we never hear of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. Nolan isn't going to Leicester, Sean. I'm afraid it's not going to happen. He might go to Barcelona to replace Messi, but yeah.
Southgate's a genius. Here we go.
It's a tactical genius, John. I mean, the way that he's got the best performance out of Nolan tonight. I mean, fuck me. I mean, his career looked dead and buried before this tournament, but now he's all over it.
Wow. You know.
Somebody's saying, "Where's Krillin?" Yeah, Bobby hasn't been on for ages. It seems like at least a week, right?
No, he was on yesterday.
I don't remember. Oh, well, I guess I missed most yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, he popped in.
I only saw that last hour.
I'm sure he's not some kind of sexual predator, Stu. I'm sure those rumours, he won that court case.
That's a good one, Stu. Oh, God.
The news has now turned on to Morrison's being taken over.
Oh, sod off, John. Not having it. I'm still sore about that. Thank you. Yeah. Sad times.
You could describe England's performance as a quantum leap forward.
Haha, could you?
So this is the best team you guys have had in like a couple of decades?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Must be a hell of a lot of fun then to be watching these dudes.
Yeah, it's just some good young talent, to be fair.
Well, when your best player is 20, you just think about what the future's going to be.
Damn, well, I hope they can keep him, right? Everybody's going to want to buy him now.
Yeah, he's not going to get transferred out of the England squad, though. To be fair, you don't play for you don't transfer across countries.
Well, hopefully they can keep him.
They were talking earlier on. To be fair, we don't have to wait too long because next year's the World Cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it does bode well. This if we do well in this, it does bode well for that.
To be fair, though, I've seen the 2022 World Cup earlier today. What happens is that soldiers from the future turn up. All right.
Is this like a Terminator scenario or some bloody thing?
We end up getting drafted to fight in a war.
Arnold shows up and mayhem ensues.
I don't think Andrew will be wearing a fucking skirt thing. It'd be nice if he would.
I could always put a kilt on, I guess. That's kind of like a skirt.
Yeah, I don't think footballers wear kilts.
Oh God.
Oh, pardon me. No, mate's posh.
Yeah, 2022 World Cup, Brazil are about to score. And next thing you know, a bunch of soldiers in the future turn up.
Oh, gosh.
I saw it today on the TV, so it must be true.
What was you watching?
The Tomorrow War on Amazon Prime.
Oh, that one.
Is that related to Terminator in some way?
No.
Okay. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about then.
It's a film that's come out to Netflix. Was it any good?
It's even better. It's come onto Amazon Prime now.
Huh? I thought it was on. Is it out? Yeah, it is on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good film. I enjoyed it. It's good. It's worth a watch.
No. Oh gosh.
Oh, here we go. We're quoting government statistics on the news because those are always reliable. Obviously, the people who pull those statistics together for government, really well-known, mentally well-balanced people who didn't cause a massive scene in the car dealership today.
Do I detect a bit of sarcasm there, Andrew?
Yeah, he went
God.
Talk to them about his car today, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Andrew's having some serious car issues, it seems, lately. Wow.
He's breaking it.
I won't go any
life issues.
I won't ask him, but I know he's pretty pissed off about it.
Just keeps wearing the tyres down, man.
Oh, God. Car trouble does suck.
The car has got no trouble. The trouble I've got is the fucking rip-off garage. The fucking wank
Man,
thing.
you need to turn those guys into the authorities if they're that crooked.
That's what
Seriously.
I told them I was doing that. I said, your service here is shit. So you're a bunch of con artists.
That sounds horrible.
Trading standards on you. As people were there trying to
Man.
go for them, I'm there shouting the odds, you know.
That's really screwed up, though. I mean, if they're screwing you over like that, man, that sucks, man.
Was you all calm and collected?
Oh, that was very calm, cool, collected. I went fucking nuts. I had to go back and apologise because at the end of the day,
Oh, my God.
caused a bit of a scene. A few people walked out.
Shit.
What, as you were telling him it was a fucking rip-off?
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's bad customer service when they treat you like crap, right? That's just not acceptable, man.
Oh, I'm never using them again. Never.
Well, I wouldn't.
I
Yeah.
only bought the car for them because they're the only ones in Wrexham who had the car I wanted. And I knew at the time it was a mistake using them.
Oh, shit.
And I've just been proven right, really.
Damn.
Is this the Land Rover?
Yeah. So the Land Rover will go to my normal garage for repair and it will cost me half the price.
So you've got it worked out with them then? Or are they going to just send it over to the other garage? Or?
Well, I've got the car back. I'll drive it there.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Why the hell would you go to a dealership to get it repaired, though?
Because I got a warranty with them. It's part of the condition for the warranty.
And they wouldn't honour it?
So I've said, well, fuck your warranty, because if it's going to cost me X number of hundreds of pounds more to use you, it's not worth the fucking paper it's written on.
That's
Can
crazy.
you not charge him back for it?
So, fuck him.
Man, that's bullshit when they pull shit like that. I mean, seriously.
Con artists.
That's how you get.
Sounds like it.
How they get you.
So,
Oh, yeah. It's hard to get good customer service these days.
Halfords, not going fucking Halfords, Christ. Or Quick Fit, bunch of con artists there as well. I'll take the car into Neil. I'll have a look at it and I'll go, there's a couple of things wrong with it. There's not half these things they say there are. Job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, car problems suck. I hate it when something goes wrong with the car.
Mind you, I bet the tyres are a bit pricey on them, aren't they?
Not as expensive as you think.
Okay. No, it's not a normal car tyre, is it?
No, it's but you've got the choice. You can have, proper off-road tyre and pay, 200 quid, or you just have a road tyre. And to be honest, for the amount of off-road I do, which is none, I've literally only got it for the height.
I'd wish you see you doing a bit of Ace Ventura over those valleys.
Yeah, fucking hell, no.
Oh, he wants to go off-road.
So now I'm waiting for a revised quote, which I'm sure will be substantially less.
So
Hopefully.
you haven't took it in now yet, have you?
Pardon?
When are you taking it in Monday?
Where am I? What?
When are you taking it in Monday? Everything today?
The MOT doesn't run out until the 22nd of July, so next week or the week after.
Oh, okay. Will you have to book in?
Yeah, I'll give him a ring on Monday. Say, look, whenever you're free, got a job for you. Save your Land Rover. They tried telling me that in 3,000 miles, my car tread had a quarter of what it was a year ago. I've only done 3,000 miles. I was like, what the fuck? I said, I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen.
That seems a bit ridiculous, yeah.
Oh,
In
well,
a year?
He goes, well, it's just a bit of the tyre. I said, fuck, that's not.
In a year? That seems like ridiculously unreal.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's gone from 6.5 millimetres to just over 1.5. I was like, no, it hasn't.
Shit. I mean, I think I've had my tires I got on now for like 5 years, and they're still fine, really.
What did you say
know.
about that, by the way, when you asked her?
I said, "Oh, it's because you went for the cheap tire when you bought one last time." I said, "I'm sorry, so you're telling me that you sold me an inferior product that is not fit for purpose? Is that what you're saying to me?"
Did you go for a cheaper tyre, though, Andrew?
Well, of course I did, but it doesn't matter. You don't lose that much tread in 3,000 miles. You just don't. It's not physically fucking possible.
It just seems unreal. Yeah,
I'd
that
have to
seems
be
like
doing
bullshit.
I'd have to be doing fucking burnouts every fucking day for a year.
Well, exactly. I mean, I've had my bloody tires for like 5 years now, and the treads are still fine on them.
And
You
it's
know,
a
I
fucking,
take a look every once in a while, and there's still plenty of tread on them. It's nuts. That's ridiculous, really, what they're telling you.
and then they tried telling me that one of the components that they replaced last year is broken. So I pointed out to them they replaced it last year. Oh yeah, no, it's the one on the other side. We've made a mistake on the report there. Have you fuck?
Can we just acknowledge that Crouch is doing a TV program?
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's a shit TV program as well.
Let's switch up the volumes down then.
Can you? Obviously, we're objectifying women heavily here because, oh, fuck hell, that sort of woman. When she comes back, she's got her boobs out. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, she's basically wearing fuck all.
Seems that's a popular thing with ladies these days, wearing fuck all. I don't mind that in the summer, though, when I get all those little short cut-off pants.
Okay, so as we know on this channel, we do not objectify women, despite any comments.
Oh, I'm just saying I like cut-off pants. I didn't say anything about women.
Oh, you're talking about Andrew was talking about Crouchy.
So, yeah, the fucking, you know, Peter Crouch, thankfully, has not got his tits out.
Why is he presenting a TV show? What the actual fuck?
Oh God!
At least they'll be talking positively about Andrew Nolan this time.
This must be terrible. Wow.
I mean, his co-host, to be fair, is quite fit.
Yeah, but you've got to offset his lack of talent. I was singing "It's Coming Home" now.
Forward to watching, but there sure not many people chatting in the chat. Come on, folks, make some comments.
Can't force people to make comments. Comments are generated by the conversation we're having.
I'm not forcing it. I'm just suggesting.
What do you want to talk about, Andrew?
It's like I would never force a lady into anything. I would just make suggestions, and if she agreed, then I'd go with it.
How's your day been, PvP?
What's that, guy?
How's your day been?
It's been an average Saturday. You know, sleep in, catch up on some sleep. You know,
it sounds terrible.
Watch a bit of YouTube, check the emails. You know, nothing too fucking exciting, actually. It's typical Saturday, just chilling, basically.
Done, isn't it?
Eh?
I said that's that conversation done.
Well, you know, I mean, it's like I don't live a very exciting life. It's not like a James Bond movie or something, right? Where I got bad guys crashing through the walls or something, or beautiful ladies to do. I mean, it's pretty mundane, basically. How's your weekend been, man?
Yeah, it's been okay. It's a bit busy with little one, but other than that, not much really.
Yeah, you didn't go to any boot sales or anything this week yet?
Oh, it's been miserable weather today over here.
Yeah, I hear it's been like raining like crap over there, eh?
Yeah, it's typical whenever my weekends are.
Man, we got the opposite here. We had bloody heat waves. Heat wave warning all week. We hit 44 Celsius on Wednesday, which is like 112 or something. Yeah, it's been brutal. Been brutal. I just am basically trying to survive, drinking lots of water and trying to stay hydrated. It's just been crazy.
Mind you, do you have aircon over there?
Well, the Okanagan is a pretty hot part of Canada anyway. We do get a lot of hot summers. It's not uncommon to get, you know, up into the high 30s and low 40s here some years. So, you know, it's just the way it is. I doubt you guys get into the 40s very often over there, though, eh?
No, not really.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Stephen's approaching his 40s.
Ha ha! Funny. We got you at 21.
Okay.
I prefer to remain in my 20s, obviously.
For eternity.
Yeah, it would be nice. So
Not
when's
long
the
until
21st?
20
The 21st birthday's coming up next month, isn't it, Andrew?
This month.
This month? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. It's July already. That's right. Damn. So have you still got the big party planned out then?
Well, we have to see what the rules are, but hopefully we'll be able to put up in the garden.
You can still
Part
use
of
the same
the
decorations you used 2 years ago.
Oh God.
well, part of the criteria for coming is cleaning my house for me and mowing the lawn. So it's a mowing / cleaning party.
But
Well, I'm
that
sure if
sounds
you got
amazing.
enough people to do it, they could like take turns, you know. Like somebody mow the lawn for like 10 feet and then turn it over to the next person and mow the lawn for another 10 feet, you know.
While the music's going, if you stop when the music
It'd be like a
stops.
group mow, right? Oh God.
Musical
My
mowing.
imagination's too weird.
Make a game out of it, Andrew.
Exactly. Have fun. Have fun.
Party game. Clean out the kitchen sink.
So somebody like scrubs for 10 seconds and then they pass it on to the next person and they scrub. Jeez, I kind of would enjoy that. I wouldn't mind inviting folks over if they'd clean my sink.
If
God.
the loser has to clean the toilet.
Now that would suck. Yeah, that's not the job I'd want.
The winner gets to have sex with me.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez. I think everybody probably. Well, I won't say it. That'd be too rude.
I'm sure there'll be a queue, Andrew.
Oh God.
It's a prize every time.
It's funny. Oh yeah, cleaning the toilet is never fun. Mm.
See those brown stains there, love? They are indeed shit stains.
What? Oh my God.
See, the higher the price of the car, the higher the price of the bit. Yeah, well, the reason the car's expensive, the bits to make it are expensive. So you replace the bits, it's going to cost money.
Yeah.
So are Land Rovers expensive to repair?
The Land Rover's expensive to buy.
So they're expensive to repair then, I guess. Hmm.
Yeah.
I'd say
Look,
so,
wait.
otherwise you won't be whinging.
What's that?
I'd say so, otherwise you won't be moaning.
Yeah. Yeah, lucky
you-
I've got an old 1993 Concorde, so it doesn't seem to cost me too much. I got it from my aunt when she died, so I think I've sunk like maybe 2,000 into it in the last 8
Wow.
years, so it's not bad.
Sorry, Andrew, what were you going to say?
Mm.
Sorry, mate, that's my fault.
Oh, everybody's getting tired.
What, me? Paul Merson's on the TV. I thought he was dead.
He probably has been a few times. He's now giving him the words of wisdom because he scored a penalty at some point.
But unlike Gareth Southgate, Sir Gareth. Trying to upgrade to the Tesla. I'm not getting no fucking Tesla. If those fucking things are absolutely lethal, they're just fucking silent, fucking deadly killers. They fucking nearly kill me in fucking supermarket car parks on a regular basis.
Because they
they're
don't make
awesome,
any
though.
sound?
Oh, it's awful.
Electric, isn't it?
Puts a fucking exhaust on them, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, electric cars are kind of nasty. Like, they should have a sound, right?
Yeah.
And now they're being driven by pensioners with cataract.
Well, I'm not a
fucking
pensioner
blind.
quite yet, so I won't take any insult.
Wonder what price they start from. I bet they're expensive.
Oh. Hang on, we'll find out. Hey, Siri.
Oh, here we go.
How much is a Tesla?
Tesla?
I found this on the web for how much is a Tesla. Check it out.
Hey Siri's always good because it's such a totally useless fucking app most of the time.
It helps if you pronounce it right.
I can remember
It's taking
many
me
streams
to-
where Andrew's asked Siri something and it never gives an answer.
It's taking me to a page with no cars for sale on whatsoever.
There you go. Thumbs up for Siri. Totally
Fucking
fucking useless. God, what a useless app that is. Like, does anybody that, manages Siri even knows about how bad it is?
No.
Do they ever use it? I mean, you've done Siri on, many streams now, and it never seems to find a bloody thing. Which is entertaining as hell, but not very useful.
Right, so going back to sexting women, you two can carry on.
All right, sorry, man.
Oh, God.
The host with the most, eh? Jesus.
If I was to get a new car, I would probably go for an Aston Martin.
Cool.
I feel that would fit my image.
It's like James Bond, man.
I think that's where he's going with it, PvP.
Would you have like like the oil thing and the back, shield that pops up and the ejector seat to get rid of the woman you didn't want to be in the day with?
Hopefully not. Hopefully I wouldn't need any of those fucking features. I'd just live like a normal fucking drama-free life. It doesn't require to put fucking oil flick back the back of my car.
Be nice to have them though, just in case, right? If you had like a bad week.
I can literally never think of a situation in which I've needed to employ rocket launchers.
Yeah, you're probably right. I can think of a few situations in the past, though. Well, I wouldn't mind having a good rocket launcher on a few people I knew.
I believe that's called murder.
Needless to say, they weren't very nice folks. But that's long gone, so I don't, who cares? So you're looking for dates on Siri there, Andrew?
No, fuck no. Siri can't find me a date.
Siri's pretty useless.
So the basic S model is $80,000.
$80,000?
That's the basic S model.
F me, I'm out of that race.
The X model.
Jesus.
It looks like Andrea's with us. Welcome, Andrea.
Nick has definitely said the right thing. Hi, Nick, from a fellow nutter.
Fellow nutter.
Oh God.
Wow.
Yeah, I won't argue with that.
Wow.
Hey, Nick, pop on for a while, buddy.
I'm not sure that's even legal. They've got obviously on the computer. They've got like Netflix on it with The Witcher on it, on the middle of the computer in the car. I'm not even
I've
sure.
heard Witcher's pretty good, but I haven't watched it yet.
Dave wants the appearance of absolute poverty to the public. That'll help you get laid.
Wow.
Back in a minute, guys. Just going to have another drink here.
Fucking hell, he's drinking these drinks quick. He went for another one 2 seconds ago. The next thing he'll be going for is a new liver. So did you enjoy watching all 4 of England's goals today live on the TV, Stephen?
Aha, funny. Funny. Gutted, absolutely gutted. So,
Did you?
My wife went on a day out with her friends for a hen do, and I got a phone call or a message at 7:10 in the evening asking if I'd come and pick her up, and it was 40 minutes away. So
I mean, she's not thought that through, has she? Did you not reply to
Oh,
say,
no.
I'll be there after 10?
Yeah, no. So, yeah, it was fair to say I missed the majority of the match, and when I did come back, they scored 1, and that were it. So, well chuffed. But because the bride to be was sat in the car on the way back, I weren't allowed to go mental because I had to give them all a lift back then.
Oh, fucking hell, that's even worse.
Mate, yeah, exactly. I'd said
That's,
to her.
I presume they're all pissed as well.
They weren't too bad, to be fair, but it was just like I was the designated fucking driver.
So I would have accidentally broken the phone and the car.
The irony is that her husband to be had told me on the phone about an hour before. I've told her not to contact me between these hours, and I won't be picking him up. And I'm like, great.
Sensible man.
Now I'm picking him up. Thanks for that. He's sat there watching the match, and I'm bloody driving.
Yeah.
Go and pick him up.
This is exactly the reason why I remain single.
Yeah.
I don't have any of these complications. I mean, my biggest complication in life is a set of fucking tires.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not ideal. I will not be doing that again at all anytime soon. Especially Wednesday. I'll be enjoying that match.
For Nick's saying 4-0 point result. The fucking hat trick from Nolan, from Andrew Nolan, was fucking outstanding, wasn't it, Nick? I mean, what a player! It just, I couldn't believe it.
I think he seems to envision himself playing for England in Rome and then getting back within lightning speed time to sit here and start alive.
I imagine you guys were quite amazed when you ended up with a 4-0 score, right? I mean, that's always fun.
It gave me a semi.
Okay, I won't inquire further, but I think I know what you mean. That was a good score, though. 4-0 is always nice. Damn. And that's an impressive win in football, right? Shit.
Seriously, what the hell is this program, Andrew?
I don't know what part of being born in Grantham in Lincolnshire makes me Welsh, but you might need to check your geography here, Nick.
He's undecided, aren't you?
Isn't Andrew English, but he lives in Wales?
Yes.
And I'm actually Scottish on my mother's side. I have an Irish surname as well, so
oh my
I'm
God,
very much cultural.
This is getting way too complicated. But you're cheering for England.
Well, obviously we just won fucking 4-0.
I had to clarify after all that Scottish and Irish and whatever the hell. Hey, I'm 50% British on my mother's side. She was born there, but
wow.
My father's side is like, Italian, French, German. I mean, it's like a whole mixed bag, right? So I still do identify my British side mostly, though, because, my mom was awesome.
I think Nick is jealous of my cultural heritage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Does Nick secretly want to be a Welshman?
He just wants to be me, It's understandable.
I guess so, as so many of us do.
Clearly the case.
No sarcasm in that comment at all, by the way.
Well, people talk about jealousy within the reselling community, and it's true. There's a lot of people who are very jealous of me.
Well, you are the best clothes reseller in the world, right?
Well, there's that.
There's that.
Oh, this is too good.
I can pull off a 2008 England Nike football cap as well,
You say it was a football cap or a cricket cap?
Nick has just made a comment that Andrew is 50% cider. That's a good one, Nick. Oh my God.
I'll have you know, I'm teetotal.
Jesus. Oh God, I just can't stop laughing.
Once England have successfully won the World Cup, I will no longer be drinking.
Like you were on the tee like 3 weeks ago?
I had a month of not drinking. It's an impressive achievement.
I'll believe that when it actually happens.
It did happen. We literally were.
Oh, it happened for like 2 weeks, and then you were back on the cider again.
It happened for a month. That's my point. In a month of not drinking.
If it floats your boat, go with it.
The sales of cider.
I'm not going to argue with anybody. Do what makes you happy, man.
My opinion is you have amazing boobies.
Who's got amazing boobies? Someone in the chat?
No. There's a really, really like cheesy program on at the minute.
Oh, he's watching on the TV with boobies. Okay.
Yeah, it's the co-presenter of this really cheesy program all about the Euros, which is hosted by an ex-England player.
Okay.
With no credentials for presenting, really.
Oh God. Well, obviously, I can't see what Anna's watching right now, so.
You don't need to. You don't.
Yeah,
don't
probably better off, right?
Yeah, you're definitely better off. Trust me.
I'm just watching porn.
I got caught up in boobies. Anytime I hear boobies, it's like you have my attention, right?
Wow.
Oh God. I mean, boobies are one of the nicest things in life. Let's face it.
Oh, that's a cracking goal by Kane. These are the ones I missed then, Andrew.
Yeah, this is... Well, there's Nolan scoring. Christ, look at it.
There's Nolan.
Damn, they got a lot of coverage on the game after it's like hours and hours. I'm amazed. Most games we get here, it's like maybe they have an hour after the game and then it's over. Like, wow.
Yeah.
It seems like they're going on for like 2 hours now or something.
Well, yeah, we just won the World Cup, for fuck's sake. Even if we create the sports and achievements.
You won the World Cup? I thought you still have a couple more teams to play.
Yeah, we'll beat them. Denmark and Italy, fuck it.
Well, I wish you good luck. I think you guys can do it, though. I really do. If you can get more performances out of Nolan like you did today, I think you guys can do it. I really do. Let's hope he stays hot, right? Let's hope he stays hot and just kicks ass in those next 2 games.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it. I've got no doubt.
Well, I'm sending you positive thoughts over there, guys.
Thanks,
it's like, yes, England will do it. England will do it.
Fucking look at that there. He's done it again. Brilliant. Look at the skill, the technique.
I gotta take a look at this guy on YouTube. He sounds like a pretty awesome player.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, he scored one, didn't he?
Harry Kane scored 2.
What fucking one? Nolan scored 3. Kane scored 1 as a fucking 4-0 win.
Right, yeah, okay.
You need to do your fucking maths right, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting confused.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it sounds like England just kicked the crap out of them, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting it like that.
Nice. It's always nice when they're not expecting it. Beat the team that's supposed to be better.
I did a score prediction with Emma before the match. I said to her, England will win by 1-0.
Yeah, because that's generally what's been happening.
Yeah, close games are not uncommon in football, really, are they? And I've watched enough over here in our North American League to know that often it can be a 1-0 kind of game. Though it's nice when you get more, obviously.
Henderson finally scored an England goal.
4-1 is exceptional, though. I mean, that's really, really good. That's like a blowout. That's like kicking the other team's butt and rubbing their nose in it, right? When you get 4-0, like, wow, that is really, really good. I'm not surprised the people over in the UK are happy tonight. I know I'd damn well be happy if our team did that. So World Cup is next year. Is World Cup like every 4 years or something, if I remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, obviously we're a year behind, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I'm not a big expert on football, so...
We are, which is why it's happening in 2022, the year it was predicted to happen in.
So do you think you guys have a good chance next year?
Well, we've already won the European Championship, so how hard can it be?
Well, hopefully nothing changes by then and you guys can do it.
We're fucking Nolan on the pitch. We'll do anything.
I mean, I never want to predict outcomes in sports, because you never know what's going to happen, right? Players can change. Teams can do trades. You know.
Speaking of which, actually, hey Siri, there you go. Hey Siri, how many goals has Andrew Nolan scored this season? See how I was done. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Even Siri's ignoring you.
Does Siri even answer a question?
Hey,
pronounce it.
Siri. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Andrew has asked Siri too many sexual questions and she ignores them now.
Yeah, she's like, no.
I know from experience that's what girls do.
Siri's like, what?
You say, hey baby, you're hot, and they're like, fuck off.
Siri just answers him now by going,
oh my god,
what?
You need to get Andrew needs to get a different app. Oh god. What the hell's wrong with Siri though, Andrew? Like, shit, you're paying for this and you're getting nothing.
Oh, I ain't paying for it. Fuck that.
Oh, you're not paying for it? Okay.
Hey,
I know fuck all about this crap.
How many goals has Andrew Nolan scored this season?
For Andrew Durante, that's 0.
See, fuck off, 0.
Oh my god, I'm not even going to say anything more. There's no need to. Isn't the other one Alexa or whatever? Maybe you should get that app.
Oh, that fucking app. I asked Alexa out on a date. She told me to fuck off.
I don't think that's her purpose in existence, is to date people, though.
Well, why the fuck not? I mean, fucking hell, Christ.
Oh, hell, it'd be nice, but that's not what they're made for, right? They're there to answer general questions.
Genuine questions, I think you want to ask.
Yeah, they're not there to get laid because they don't exist. They're a computer app. My God, I'm desperate, but I'm not as desperate that I want to lay a computer app. Yeah.
There's a good film with Jack.
Oh God.
Called Her. That's about a guy with a relationship with an app.
There is a film about that, isn't there?
Yeah. The Joaquin Phoenix, that's his name, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember that film, but that sounds very weird.
Joaquin Phoenix, you're right.
That sounds very weird.
Yeah, he pronounces his name wrong.
I got to find a relationship with a flesh and blood woman.
Yeah,
none of this computer crap.
She's the voice on it.
That sounds so weird. My God.
Good.
Well, I guess Siri was a crash out tonight.
Ideas. I said that. Hey, Richard. Hope everything's all right, mate.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah. Her was the name of the film, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think it was a very popular film. I remember it's like in theaters for like 2 weeks. I don't think it made big box office.
Well, it's definitely sort of an indie film, wasn't it, really?
I guess. But I just think the whole concept of falling in love with an app is just too weird. I need a real person. A real woman, not some weird app. Like, that's just... I just don't get it. I'm too old school, I guess.
Joaquin, thank you. Joaquin Phoenix. With an L.
You aren't falling in love with an app. You're not fucking falling in love with Al. Fuck that.
No, it's an AI. It's not an app, it's AI. Artificial intelligence.
Oh, I thought you meant fucking Al as in fucking.
I had to read it twice, yeah. Because I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, come on, Richard. You say hello, man.
Yeah, come on. Anybody in the chat that wants to come on, guys. Let's spice it up and get a few more opinions in here. Andrew still got the StreamYard link on here, I see. I see Night's Life is on.
Yeah, Richard is, yeah.
No, there's no Richard according to Andrew.
Oh, yeah. Who's Richard?
Richard doesn't exist according to Andrew. So. I don't mention that name because I'm trying to be respectful to my host.
Well, it's not my bloody fault, is it? Everyone's going, hi, Richard. No fucking Richard there. Having a conversation themselves.
I just don't even know what to say.
Thing is, I put on there, I'm Richard, and I was hoping everybody got it, and I think there's a few people that picked up on it. They're like, no, I'm Richard.
You're Richard too?
No, but it was like one of the films, you know, where it's like everyone turns up and says, I'm Spartacus.
Oh, I'm Spartacus. Yeah. That's a great line in that movie. Oh, God. I remember that's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
That's what I was going with, but there was a few people that picked up on it and did the same.
God.
Just going,
what is your real name, man? I mean, it's obviously not Oliverian.
It's Stephen.
Stephen. Hi, Stephen. Nice to meet you, man. Oh, God. That's the thing. There's so many pseudonym names and real names. I can't even remember them all, right? I keep losing track. I feel like a fucking tool when I call somebody by the wrong name.
I really don't mind.
Oh, shit.
Keep calling me Andrew. I have no fucking clue why.
Well, that's because your fucking name, buddy. unless you've deceived us all these years and give us a fake name on YouTube.
My name is Adam.
Adam. Oh my God. Well, I'll have to remember
name
that.
Is monumental.
I was once married to a lady called Eve.
Eve, Adam and Eve.
Gee, that's very biblical. You must be like many, many years old then.
21.
I mean, my God, thousands and thousands of years old. So tell us, Adam, what was Eve like? Was she, you gave her the apple and, shit happened, right?
She was
all I know is things are going really, really fucking well. And then some fucking serpent turned up and he fucked it all up.
Oh, the fucking serpent. Yeah, he fucked everything up, didn't he? Damn bloody serpent.
I tell you what, I had a cracking garden. I was very happy in it.
Okay. And then Eve came along and everything was really good.
I mean, I even took Eve's virginity. We'd never had sex with another man before then.
Well, I mean, she was the first woman, so how could she be anything but a virgin?
You wouldn't Adam and Eve it.
So you guys had a good time and then it all went to shit. Then there was the downfall and you got kicked out of paradise and
basically ended up in Wales.
And then we ended up where we are now, just living our lives as little humans trying to survive. Okay, I will shut the fuck up now.
Fucking brilliant. Yeah.
Somebody's talking about sex dolls in the chat, and I do not know what the hell they're talking about. But I'm sure that will get Andrew's attention.
Don't use fucking sex dolls.
Somebody's talking about Deep Fried Deals is mentioning sex dolls. I'm not that desperate yet, but in a few years I might get to that point. Oh God. I'm always amazed at the stuff that turns up in the chats. I really am. It's always entertaining. I just love the chat. Oh, the chat's so good. You guys are awesome.
Person say hello to this mythical person.
Oh God.
Yeah. Anyway, so after me and Eve split up, and she went off with the serpent.
So what happened? Like that's many thousands of years ago.
Well,
after Eve left, you had thousands of years to do something. What the hell did you do, Adam?
Well, there's only them two on the planet.
He probably studied the evil ways of the apple and the serpent. I'm just speculating here. It doesn't look like Adam is answering us. Oh, well. Somebody's put in sex robots now in the chat. Yep. My good Lord, this is getting weirder and weirder and weirder.
It's not AI, isn't it? It's artificial intelligence.
I tell you, if somebody actually did invent sex robots that were lifelike for like a reasonable cost, like not too many thousands, they could make billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
They bloody would. I mean, it's a sad fact, but there's enough lonely people in the world, both male and female, that would probably buy a sex robot.
They've already invented them. Jude Law played the part of a sex robot.
Oh yeah, I know they exist, but they're like dolls, right? They're not like real people.
He was in a documentary about it. There was some kid involved in it as well. They fucking collapsed due global warming. Shit.
That's just reminded me. Actually, I watched. I started watching the original, like, Outer Limits. I got a Blu-ray of the first series. And it was obviously a classic, so I thought I'll give it a shot. And one of them was a guy that gets, like, banished to a planet and then meets an AI there. And decides that he can't take it. They tell him he can't take it back with him, but he's being taken back to Earth. And he decides he wants to stay there with the AI. It's really bizarre, but that's just reminding me of that then. It's a bit of a strange program, that, at the Outer Limits.
Yeah, the Outer Limits has some great episodes, actually. Did you see the original series or the one that was made in the 2000s?
No, the original series.
You know, the one I would highly recommend is the episode called Demon with a Glass Hand, which is season 2, I think episode 5.
I've only got season 1 at the minute.
Oh my God. Check out, if you can find season 2, Demon with a Glass Hand. It's probably the best episode of the bloody series, actually.
I started looking into it because obviously it's been mentioned over the years, but
it's got
I like that sort of stuff. I like Black Mirror.
I think he's got the actor Robert Culp, which was a big star for 3 years in I Spy back in the 60s.
Yeah.
If you ever heard of that show.
Yeah.
Demon with the Glass Hand, though, that is probably the best episode of the entire series. It is absolutely excellent. If you can find that one online, really take a look. It's a good one.
Demons are still a sore point for me after Applegate.
No, it's a really good show. It's basically about a guy that comes back from the future to try and save the present so the future doesn't get destroyed. It's a weird epised, but it's really, really well done. Check it out. It's really good.
We have things nowadays, like there's that Black Mirror and...
oh yeah, I've heard of Black Mirror. I haven't watched it yet, but...
Inside Number 9. But basically, the sort of one-off... Each episode is like a one-off story.
That's the way TV used to be when I was a kid.
But like that, I think the first one for me on that one was like a guy wakes up in a town that's completely empty of people. It's really interesting, really interesting. But I'm enjoying them.
That's like the very first episode of the classic Twilight Zone series in 1959. The very first episode is about a guy that wakes up in an empty town.
Yeah.
And he goes through the town trying to find anybody to talk to. And it just drives him crazy, right? That there's nobody there.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's the same kind of story, though, right? I mean, sometimes I think writers reuse story lines from...
No. What I was talking about was the first episode of The Outer Limits.
Yeah, but it's the same for the Twilight Zone one.
I meant the Twilight Zone. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like I think Is Anybody There? I think is the title of the episode.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's a brilliant episode. It's really, really good. I mean,
yeah,
Twilight Zone series in general is really, really great. I mean, sure, it's got some crap episodes like every show does, but I'd say overall, probably 75% of them are really, really good. It's a good show that people should check out for sure.
Yeah, definitely. You've never seen them. I'd like to get the box set of all the
Twilight. Yeah, I don't think they're expensive even. I think they're actually fairly cheap on eBay these days. These days, if you can get the box set, I don't think they cost much. And yeah, it's like 156 episodes, if I remember correctly.
Really?
Damn good series. It was on for like 5 seasons. Damn good series.
And
I'm talking about the original series, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Because they do the remake later.
Box set. 130 quid on Amazon.
Seems a bit much. I'd check eBay. They should be cheaper. Would think you could get the whole series for like 50 or 60 or something.
Yeah,
that seems like high.
Amazon.
eBay should be much cheaper.
Amazon's got it for 60. I might get it off there.
Yeah.
$6.99 with Prime.
Yeah, I would say it shouldn't be more than like 60 at the most.
Yeah, it was the 60th collector's edition I was looking at for 130.
Yeah, I would just check around, see what different because they have been very different editions over the last 10 years probably. So as long as you get the complete set with 156 episodes, though, whether it's DVD or Blu-ray, you're probably good to go, really.
Yeah.
But it is
23.
It's a great show, really worth checking out. It really is. As I say, not every episode is great, but there's enough of them that are to make it worthwhile.
So the recent ones in 2019, have they just?
Oh, don't do 2000. That's crap. Don't do the last series that they did a couple years ago. It was horrible. It was really bad. Do not do the recent series. They've redone it like 4 times, I think, since the original. Go for the version from 1959 to 1965. Yeah. Those are the episodes you want to see. The original series, when Rod Serling was the writer, was still alive. Yeah, those are gold. Those are way, way better than anything that follows. I mean, the 80s series has some good episodes, but seriously, the 1959 to 1965 series is what you want to watch first.
Yeah, I always prefer ones that end in 69, to be honest.
69 has always been my favorite number.
Wow, so what's the difference with that?
Oh, damn. Sometimes when I'm at work, I dream of 69. And I get lost. And I go, oh, God, snap your head back to working.
Yeah, lads.
Oh, crap. But yeah, the original series is by far the best. By far the best. The 1980s one was pretty good too. But if you're going to start with Twilight Zone, watch the original series first.
Like I said, I've got the first one. So, but it might be cheaper just to buy the whole box set.
I'd buy the whole box set. It's probably the cheapest. There's 156 episodes, so If you get the entire box set, you're probably going to get the best deal, I would think. I know there's a lot of them on eBay, and you should be able to get it for a decent price, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think it's that expensive.
$55.
Oh, there we go. We've won the World Cup. That's done with now.
I tell you, my favorite episode of all the series, though, is probably, I think, the 5th episode in the first season.
Okay.
It's called Walking Distance, and it is absolutely incredible. I think it's probably one of the highest rated episodes for most fans.
You can't really talk about it without giving stuff away, can you? So.
Well, I'm not giving too much away. I'm just saying it's a really good episode. I think most fans consider it one of the greatest episodes of the series, and it's early on, right? Since it's like the 5th episode in the first season. It's basically about a burned out businessman who, stops at a gas station, gets some gas, and,
Yes.
He ends up walking over to the town near him.
Yes, I've seen it.
Oh, God, it's so good. And he ends up reliving the summer he had when he was a child.
It was where he grew up, wasn't it?
Like 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's well good, that is.
And he meets himself as a child, and it was like, basically, the whole storyline was like, you can't go home again. You can't go to your past, right? Because it's impossible. And he meets his father, and it's a great episode.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. It's got Bernard Herrmann's music, too. Bernard Herrmann's music, too, is fantastic. He wrote a lot of musical scores for, like, Hitchcock films.
Yeah.
Back in the 50s and 60s. And
I've got the Hitchcock collection, and then I've been collecting some of the odd ones, because obviously it's not all in there on the Masterpiece works. They're not all in there. So I've been collecting odd ones as well.
Yeah, it's it's an incredible episode. It's one of my favorite 30 minutes of TV I ever saw, actually. So, and 156 episodes. There's plenty of them that are just as good. Oh, you got Hitchcock. Ooh, you've watched a lot of Hitchcock then?
The Masterpiece one that's
cool.
I've got Blu-ray, but I like these sort of things where they're not very expensive on DVD.
Yeah, if you can get them cheap on DVD, I think DVD is pretty much as good as Blu-ray a lot of the time. I mean, for an older show, I don't know.
The thing is that with the Hitchcock stuff though, that like the Masterpiece, I think it's the Masterpiece. It's called.
I think so.
The Blu-ray box set, it doesn't have them all in there.
Oh, that sucks.
It has all these major ones. Like this has got The Man Who Knew Too Much, The Lady Vanishes, Murder, Jamaica Inn, and 39 Steps, and half of them aren't in that.
Yeah, it's nice to get everything complete, right?
Yeah, I like it.
I think my favorite run of Hitchcock was like from Rear Window, North by Northwest, Vertigo, like kind of the late 50s, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Like I can remember, I was so lucky when I lived in Vancouver, like 30 years ago. We used to have the cinemas that would show old films, right, for like $5. I paid $5 and I saw Rear Window and Vertigo in a double feature for $5. And my God, those are two of the greatest films ever made. It was mind-blowing on a big screen.
The storage container. I'm not following the question. I'm not looking for a storage container, Dave.
Oh, God.
I've got a new unit. Say new. I moved to a unit a few weeks ago, if that's what you mean.
Great film, so Rear Window is such a great film, and Vertigo is... I think Vertigo is one of those films I had to watch it like 5 times before I started to understand what it was about. It was so complicated, but oh my God, what a great movie. Great films.
What was the one where they were in a party? They're having
What's
a
that?
party in it. What was the one where they're having a party in an
Is
apartment?
that, jeez, what's that one? Oh, God, I can't remember it. Is that one where they murdered their friend and they put him in a suitcase?
Yes, in a box.
Oh, crap. I wish I could remember the title. I know the one you're meaning. Yeah, I'd have to look that up. But I know that I don't exactly know the movie you're talking about. That was an earlier one.
Rope.
Rope. Yes, it was Rope. Yes. That was a weird one, too. That was one of Hitchcock's early experiments where he wanted to make a film that was seamless from beginning to end.
Yeah.
The way he edited it together is like there was no break in the film.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I think it was a technical achievement, but as a story, I found it less interesting than some of his other films.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one movie that I think is really fantastic from Hitchcock that a lot of people probably aren't even aware of is Shadow of a Doubt.
Yeah.
That is an incredible film. I mean, it's black and white, so probably not if people don't watch it, but that is a really good film.
Yeah, I've got it in here, actually. I haven't watched that one yet.
I would definitely watch Shadow of a Doubt. It's an incredible film. Hitchcock considered it actually his favorite film he ever made, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really good. I mean, it's hard to describe. It's kind of a weird film in a way. Like, it's like, God, how would I describe this? It's like, yeah, you got this like innocent girl who loves her uncle, right? She's like really infatuated with him in a way, which is kind of weird, I guess. It's 1943. But yeah, Teresa Wright was the actress that was starring in it, and Joseph Cotton was the actor, right?
Yeah, correct.
And Joseph Cotton's character, he's like the weird uncle that he's like a really charming guy, really sweet, but you know he's like really got a dark side, and he's kind of really a criminal at heart. And to escape the authorities, he goes to Teresa's town to kind of escape from them for a brief time. And of course, Teresa Wright being the innocent young thing, she's very charming in the movie. She really is a great actress. She loves her uncle and she trusts him, and she takes everything at face value, right? And then as the film progresses, we realize that he's not a good guy. Basically, I think it gets down to the point where he actually tries to kill her at some point.
Yeah.
And it's like it's one hell of a movie.
Yeah.
If nobody's seen Shadow of a Doubt, I know it's black and white, but I highly recommend watching it because I think it's one of the great films ever made, really.
Yeah,
anyway, I'm getting boring now, so I'll shut the hell up.
That's interesting for me.
It's a good film. It's a really good film.
Did you end up renting a storage unit? Oh.
Go on, top 5 films.
I can't.
Empire Strikes Back.
Pardon?
Empire Strikes Back would be number 1, of course.
Yeah. Without doubt.
And what would be number 2? Star Wars, the first one?
Andrew?
I don't have a top 5. I'm like Stephen. I only have a top 1.
Okay. Well, that makes it simple then.
I literally can't. It's just too difficult.
Yeah, it's hard to come up with a top 5 off the top of my head. I'd put 2001: A Space Odyssey on there somewhere. Probably Blade Runner, because I love that film. Shit. After that, I really don't know. I'd have to think about it.
I think I love them. I love so many different movies. I enjoy mysteries, action movies, really.
Yeah, that's the thing. I probably have 100 movies that I really, really love that I watched over the
Yeah,
years.
that's probably an easier
I'd put
number.
like Wizard of Oz on there too, right? To be crazy, because that's just such a weird film, but it's so much fun, you know. Also, have you guys ever watched any of the Harry Hosson? Harry Hosson was like a special effects guy, and he did movies like Seventh Voyage of Sinbad.
No,
And
that's before my time, that one.
oh man, Seventh Voyage of Sinbad in the late 50s. Check it out, great film. He also did, I think it was 1961. He did a film called Jason and the Argonauts.
Sorry, did you say
You
Jason
know
and the
about
Argonauts?
the whole Greek myths. It's great. The special effects are still fantastic. Check those
Jason
out.
and the Argonauts.
Jason and the Argonauts. I think it's
Yeah,
1961.
amazing film.
It's crazy, but his see he did stop motion animation because there was no computer shit back then, right?
Yeah,
So it was all physical effects,
the
and
skeletons.
oh my god, oh yeah, his effects are amazing still. Check it out. Those are good films.
Yeah, it's,
You know, they might seem primitive today, I guess, to some folks, but
no,
I still think they hold up really well.
it's a family tradition that we watch that every year.
You've seen it?
Oh yeah, I've seen it every year.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's an awesome film. Awesome film. I love that
That's
film.
Here's a beautiful lady. Good
Hey,
evening.
Leanne is in the chat. Sweetness.
He's here to celebrate England's
Hello,
performance in the
lovely
World Cup.
lady.
4 touchdowns today, Leanne. Fucking Andrew Nolan hat trick. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a player.
What a player.
Leanne's probably not kept up with the football because she's got actual life to lead, unlike us. But
yeah, really. I still send a hi to her anyway. I'm surprised she popped on this late.
Oh, she's probably working.
My God, what time is it there? It's like almost midnight for fuck's sakes.
She does like to do her work late, as far as I'm aware. I might be wrong.
Well, I guess a lot of people do start working late at night once it cools down. Oh man.
So what do you make then? What do you reckon then, Andrew, of the prequels and the sequels to Star Wars?
Oh, fuck me. They're all awful.
Really?
I think the only good Star Wars films are the first film, Star Wars, when it was properly titled Star Wars and not any of that other crap, and Empire. Those are the two films that really matter. Even Jedi sucked with those teddy bears. I hated that. Hated those bloody teddy bears.
The Ewoks race.
The Ewoks made me want to puke, man.
No.
It's like totally marketing bullshit, right? The studio wanted them to like, oh, let's put cute little Ewoks in the movie so we can sell kids teddy bears. That's what I thought anyway.
Well, yeah.
It was still a good film, but compared to the first two, it was, second rate, I thought. First two films were fabulous.
Worst film of all time, The Phantom Menace.
I think anything after the first two kind of sucked. And the prequels and the sequels, and the only recent one I enjoyed was oh God, what was it? The Rebel one.
Rogue One.
Rebel One.
Rogue One and Solo.
Rogue One. Yeah, that was a good movie. I liked that one. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Rogue One and Solo were good films, I thought.
Well, Rogue One kind of went back to the first movie, right? Too, because you had them going back to to try and warn the first movie. It's like Princess Leia was trying to go back to warn them. So that was a cool connection. I like Rogue One. That was a good film. But other than that, in the first two, it's like, not so much.
Did I send Crillin the link? Why would I be sending Crillin the link? He's not here.
God, Krillin. Yeah, I don't think Krillin's been around today. He's probably selling expensive suits somewhere.
Come on. You don't DBG. You don't call it
Come on,
soccer.
Leanne.
Surely.
Come on and join the boys.
Surely you don't call it soccer.
I know she won't, but it would be fun.
It's football.
Come on, Leanne. Give us the opinions from Ireland. We'd like to hear them. Come on from Ireland and bitch and complain about how Ireland sucks.
Alex.
We all love to hear that shit. Oh, somebody's getting messages.
Looks like Ronaldo's died. There's some
What?
video being taken off the pitch there, so Ronaldo must be dead.
That must be major news.
That's a great shame that the massive twat is, dead. Star Wars is awful. Get out.
Who's put that?
I always love how people have these opinions about movies.
Opinions like that.
It's like I'm a big Star Trek fan, and people are always going, "Oh, the first series is dated and it sucks." I was like, "Fuck you! I love the first series. This is the main thing. That's where it all originated from." It's like, damn it, those episodes never get old. And it's like, sure, there's half a dozen that are shit, but there's also 20 or 30 that are fucking gold, right? So, it's like any show.
Well, they are 1960s now, so I can understand why people would like. If you compared them to a fucking series now, it would look dated. But it's as you say, it's more about the plot, the characters.
Yeah, it's more about the stories, right? Like,
yeah.
It's about you know what the whole original Star Trek was really about, Andrew, was the characters. The writing was so damn good in the good episodes. The characters were so well defined and so well written. And the way they interacted together through the storyline was so damn good. In the better episodes, when the story was really good, that's what makes it a classic, right? I mean, we're talking about a show over 50 years old now that people are still watching, still buying the fucking DVDs and Blu-rays, and it's still popular. Like, how many shows from 1966 do other people remember? Not many. It's a damn classic.
You know what the best film that came out of the 60s was, though, I reckon? It's a Stanley Kubrick one, the moon landing that he did.
I've actually never seen footage of that yet. I do remember 2001: A Space Odyssey, though. That movie blew my fucking mind. I was like 11 when I saw that in the theater. Oh my god, that was a good movie. It was the first movie I ever saw when I realized that a movie was not just about entertainment, but it also could be about art.
Fair enough.
And now I'm sounding pompous, so I'll shut the fuck up.
For me, the film that made me realise that art could be translated as a medium into film was Debbie Does Dallas.
I knew this is where you were going.
I'm not surprised I just heard that.
That was a fantastic artistic piece.
Blowing your mind there, hasn't it?
Oh my god. I just can't even comment on that. Does anybody really think Kubrick faked the moon landing, though? I mean, seriously?
Well, the fact that they had the fucking camera and the sound stage in some of the shots, gave it away a bit.
I just don't know. I remember the night the moon landing happened, actually. I think I was like 11.
Really?
Yeah. I remember driving that night. It was like dark and it was like 9 p.m. And me and my dad were in his truck driving to pick my mom up from work because she was a cashier at the local supermarket. And it was like a clear sky. I looked up at that big full moon in the sky that night, right? The night they landed.
Waving, did you?
I looked up at that full moon and I thought, holy fuck, there's 3 guys sitting on that fucking moon tonight for the first time in human history, we've landed on another planet, right? I mean, I know it's the moon, but you know what I mean, right? And it was like, oh my God, that is fucking mind-boggling. It was just, you had to be alive then to really understand it, right? It was like, oh my God, the human race has made a huge leap, right, tonight. And of course, the next 40 years were all shit. Because it doesn't seem like we've gone anywhere since then. I thought we'd have like cities on the moon by now, right? Or even on Mars, but it was all, it was all downhill after that. But that was an incredible night. It really was. Yeah, it was cool.
And your version of it, Andrew?
My version of what?
The moon landing.
Fucking hell.
Andrew wasn't alive.
I'm only 20, for fuck's sake.
I'm joking. I thought you were,
Andrew was a grin on his father's face before he met his mother back then. Oh, sorry, Andrew. But it's
what
true.
Have you missed, Kez? Well, we've been discussing the football. We talked about Anthony Nolan's wonderful hat trick, Harry Kane's fourth goal. Now we're talking about the Stanley Kubrick film of the moon landings.
Kubrick was an interesting director. I liked his films.
Oh, it's weird. Some of the stuff he's done is really weird.
I mean, he has some weird films, but I always enjoyed them. Like, I just found them really interesting.
So the one that I got to watch recently was Clockwork Orange.
That's a pretty weird film.
I'd never got around to watching it. That was messed up, that film.
Pretty intense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thing is, though, it makes an interesting point, right, about the whole thing with violence and you got these guys that are totally out of control, but in a sense they're awful. But when Alex gets like brainwashed at the end of the film by the government, the way they strap his eyes down with the little clicks, things on his eyeballs, and make him watch porn or whatever till he pukes. It's like, is the government any better in their violence than what these guys are doing?
Oh, it was just bizarre.
It kind of asks the question, though, what's worse? Private individual violence or state violence? Was what I got from it.
In fact,
it's an intense film.
I think, yes, I have.
Cool, you got the collection. Oh, you got a lot of films.
Yeah, I've got a few on there. Lolita, 2001, Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, is it? The Shining.
Barry Lyndon, I think it is. Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Open, and a documentary about him.
That's a good collection. It's probably mostly his later stuff. I don't think any of his early stuff is on there by the looks of it.
No, I don't think so, no.
He was a brilliant director. He's actually probably my favorite film director overall, because I do consider a lot of his movies quite brilliant. Even though Kubrick had kind of a weird kind of detachment in a way. His films are kind of cold and calculating, He's not like, he doesn't seem like a big fan of humanity, if you know what I mean,
No.
But his films are definitely bloody interesting.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Have you ever watched Barry Lyndon?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, God, that's a good one. It's so weird. It's like, what is it, like 1800s or something, I think, is when it's set. And it's Robert Ryan, the actor, is the main guy in it. And
yeah.
I never thought he was that good an actor until I saw that film. But he's excellent. Excellent in that film.
I was watching some puke porn yesterday, Stu, actually. What are the popular dating apps in the UK? On the apps, it's probably Tinder and Bumble, I would say, Dave.
So is Tinder like the world standard now?
Probably one of the most popular.
I should definitely get on there soon.
What's the fucking matter with her now? She's not getting the fucking attention from me. She's got fucking jealous of my phone now, for fuck's sake.
It's because you
I
love
think
talking
Leanne
about
should come on and
movies.
join us.
Yeah, come and entertain him, please.
She wants
Leanne
me
hasn't been on here in months. Come on, Leanne. You know, we're harmless, you know.
Please come and save him from us.
I am in no way harmless.
No, you're scaring her away now, though. You just tell her you're harmless, and then you
I'm
lure
not
her
going to
in.
lie for the poor girl.
Leanne's a big girl. She knows all about us anyway. Shit. Oh, well.
I don't know if we've got Hinge in the UK or not, Dave, to be honest.
I can't remember the last time a woman's been on here, actually.
I can. It was the other day.
Been too bloody long as far as... Oh, was it? Oh, I guess I missed
What?
that. I did miss most of yesterday's chat.
I went to bed about 12 o'clock last night, and I woke up and I thought, I'll just see what I missed. And it was like another 2.5 bloody hours worth.
I couldn't believe how long Andrew went yesterday. I had to work the whole bloody day for 8 hours, and I get home at like...
Through the whole shift.
I get home at like 7 o'clock, and he's still fucking on for like over an hour. You know, I still got to be on for like 53 minutes or some bloody thing. It was great. It was like about a 6.5 hour stream, and I remember coming home at lunch at like 12:30, and he said he was so wasted he was never going to go on for 6 hours. And then I come on after work. It's like he's been on for like 5.5 hours, and he's still going, right? It was brilliant.
It was about 7 hours.
Oh, it was great. I still got to chat for almost an hour. It was good stuff.
And if
bless you, Andrew. Bless you.
If that's how long I can go with drinking, imagine how long I can go in the bedroom.
Oh my God! Wow, damn! I could probably, you know, make an effort there too.
Nice.
I got to meet the right woman though. Then I will know how long I can go in the bedroom. It could be short. It could be short and many times repeated, or it could be long and glorious.
Wow.
Oh God! I better shut the fuck up now.
This took a turn.
Yes. I think we need to go back to unpicking Andrew Nolan's performance tonight, to be honest.
Well,
Andrew Nolan's performance sounds impressive.
I still can't get past that.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive to get a hat trick. Anytime you get a hat trick in any game is damned impressive. Especially in an important game.
The quarter-final as well. Staggered I was. Staggered. Obviously, Stephen missed all the goals because he was, you know, driving.
I was a designated driver for fucking, what, 120 minutes or whatever? No, 80 minutes.
Were they out in Lincoln then?
Huh?
Were they out in
No,
Lincoln?
Right, Notts.
Fucking hell. What's the fucking point in Nottingham? Just go there to get shot.
Mate, I got into the middle of Nottingham and it said, you're half an hour away from your destination. I was like, what? And it was literally traffic jams all the way around Nottingham at 8 o'clock at night. It's like, what the fuck?
It's not the best place on earth.
I was dreading trying to find it, but to be fair, it didn't end up too bad. But like, there's no way you can stop really.
What's a hat trick? That is when somebody scores 3 goals. Yeah.
Are you actually explaining that to her?
Am I asleep now?
Russell. I think they're all pulling you up on the fact that you may be Welsh.
I was born in Grantham. Born in a hospital just near your house.
I know. They've got a plaque there for you and everything.
Well, they actually named a wing of the hospital after me. But unfortunately, they spelt my name completely wrong. it happens, but
Tell you what, I was when I first got here, I was doing some sort of looking around about famous people and stuff, and there's a nurse, isn't there, that was like really like serial killer sort of time in that hospital at one point.
Yeah, that was my dad.
That was my dad.
I thought Grantham wasn't real. You might want to have a word with our former Prime Minister about that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is it. But the thing is that I grew up in about 5 miles away from like the worst serial killer ever with him in Harold Chipman. So then I've moved to somewhere where they've had a right dodgy nurse and a dodgy Prime Minister.
She's very popular with the Argentinians, I believe.
Yes, it is real.
Yeah, Grantham's very real. It's the place that birthed me.
They're going to be putting up a statue of Margaret Thatcher.
Really? That's going to get fucking pulled down then, isn't it?
Mate, there's literally people in Birmingham creating Facebook groups to try and come and deface it. And when they went through that spat of taking down statues for the fun of it, well, I think this is one of them. But there was a guy who was organising an event who's actually who was actually living in Birmingham to try and get this thing pulled down when it eventually goes up.
I think what would avoid the controversy is if Grantham dedicated a statue to its most famous former resident, me. That would not get pulled down.
It'd take them a while to figure out who it was.
So a lot less controversy.
What a spectacle the ceremony was.
No statue of Andrew planned yet?
The only people who turn up are my mum and my sister.
Between Margaret Thatcher on one side and Sir Isaac Newton on another.
I think Margaret Thatcher's deceased, is she not?
Yeah.
I've heard Andrew Nolan. Wasn't Andrew Nolan from Grantham?
What's that, mate?
There's an Andrew Nolan from Grantham.
Andrew Nolan. I've heard he is, yeah.
Well, there you go. After this fucking hat trick, they put him in.
Isaac Newton, what more do we want?
Well, somebody who's still alive, hopefully.
Liverpool went through because of
that.
that.
All fucking Isaac Newton did is had a fucking apple fall on his head.
Yeah. Yeah, Kez is saying that the hell that Liverpool went through because of that woman and their policies. Wow.
Well, just wait until I'm Prime Minister. The fucking complaints you'll have then.
Yeah, you think she was bad?
You ain't fucking seen nothing yet.
So what would Andrew do as Prime Minister? I have to wonder.
They'd legalise Star Wars.
Would there be any controversy?
Isn't Star Wars already legal?
Would there be any controversies, Andrew?
Let's see, watching Empire Strikes Back would be mandatory every Sunday.
Star Wars Day.
All the cute, single, beautiful women in the country would have to move to one town so that Andrew could go there and meet them all. Just my guess.
That's one of the policies he's putting in place.
That's a suggestion, Andrew. You should put that in your
manifesto.
Your policies. Yeah, in your manifesto.
The only policy I would have is to bring back the empire. Think about it. Britain was at its most successful without the empire. Well, let's fucking bring it back.
We're still part of the fucking empire in Canada. We never left.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't. We're still part of the fucking empire.
No,
we're still a Commonwealth country, man.
That doesn't make you part of the empire.
Well, we're still a Commonwealth country, so we must be part of something.
So's fucking Zimbabwe. It's not a fucking claim to fame.
We're still part of the empire, Andrew.
No, you're not. There is no empire anymore.
Well, that sucks.
Wow. Tell you what, ladies, it seems to be a lot.
Well, I don't know. I still feel like we're part of the Commonwealth.
If you want to be, you're part of the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is not the empire. It's a completely different thing.
Okay.
The Commonwealth is a trading partnership. Bring back the empire. Get the fucking redcoats back. We'll reinvade America.
We still have redcoats in Canada. Our police still wear the red serge when they're on official duties.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, we'll bring back the empire. Job done.
Take over the world again.
Yeah, it's not the empire. He's trying to explain.
I think we'd have a hard time taking on the U.S. and Russia, though. They'd probably be pretty formidable, and China.
Russia was never part of the empire.
No, I'm not saying they were, but if you wanted to try and reestablish an empire, Russia might not be too happy. Putin's not a very friendly dude.
Well, that's his fucking problem. Let's assassinate him.
Was it Russia we were pissing off the other week with a boat?
Russia's always pissed off, it seems. Like, fuck, they fly bloody jets over Canada's northern airspace every once in a while, and we have to launch our jets to chase them out, right? Chase the fuckers out and get rid of them because they're always trying to invade our territory.
Kez has exactly got it. We need to bring back the oppression.
Well, good luck with that plan.
Yeah.
I can see you following.
In 2021, I'd like to really see that. That would be entertaining as hell. God.
We'll oppress a few countries.
Hey, I'm quite happy to be a member of the Commonwealth. It's actually nice being a member of the Commonwealth countries, you know. But I guess Andrew's talking about something different. Oh well.
Wow.
Yes, I'm gonna rule the world.
Oh, we'd all like to, wouldn't we?
What I need to make it official is I need an assistant called Darth Vader.
He'd be handy.
Yeah. He's probably missing a hand, but yeah.
You could just choke people at will.
I think if I was to bring back the empire, I'd definitely need Darth by my side.
Darth.
Yeah.
Darth.
I'm just wondering, would Andrew have a cool costume to wear like Darth? Like he'd have to be all decked out in some black clothes or capes or something, right?
I'm just going to turn up in a pair of fucking Hugo Boss jeans.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If someone donates him a tenner, he'll wear a dress.
Well, Darth would definitely win the fashion parade then, I guess.
But I'm not fucking ruling the world to win a fucking fashion parade at the end of the day, am I?
Yeah, but if you're going to rule the world, you have to look cool, right? You got to look, sweet in your clothes, man.
No,
wear a cool suit with a nice cape or something, you know.
No, I quite actually look.
Oh God, I just love torturing Andrew with my comments.
How good?
You know I'm having fun though, right?
Sarah's got the right idea.
It's all fun. That's the best comment yet. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord.
We've got exciting news. We're playing the match for you.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
There he is, Andrew Nolan. Goal scoring legend.
I've been up long enough and I'm now managing to watch it now. It's on again.
I never heard of Andrew Nolan, but he's becoming a national hero with me.
It's going to start an empire soon.
I definitely will be watching him on YouTube this weekend.
Empire. I'm doing that. He can fuck off.
So in the Money Metal Empire, will only women be allowed to enter?
Well, they might be entering, they might be exiting, there'll be a bit of in and out going on.
Uh-huh. I think I get the joke there, but I'm not going to comment on it. So that means guys will be allowed in the Empire as well. Sounds like competition to me.
So it looks like there's a football match on at the minute, Stephen. What's your prediction for the score in this match?
I reckon it's a big score, but I reckon at least 4-0.
4-0. Fucking hell, that's confident.
It is, considering we've only ever won by 2-0, being the highest amount. I think we're on a roll now.
I don't know. I'm not that optimistic. I think what we need is a player to come on and score a hat trick.
Fucking hat trick. I wouldn't even mind, but none of them got an hat trick.
Fucking Nolan did. I've been told off for sexting women now.
Have I?
Apparently it's inappropriate. Can't be doing it when the kids are in the bed next to them, apparently.
Yeah, that might be awkward. I usually try to go for single women that don't have any kids.
Have Sweden been knocked out? They have.
I mean, at my age, I don't want to be taking on the responsibility of kiddies.
Care, my friend.
Somebody leaving?
When did that ever stop? I'm not going to fucking sex with somebody who's got a fucking kid next to them, for Christ. What, a kid grabs the phone? Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, that could be weird.
You grab the phone, there's a picture of my fucking penis on it. Fucking hell.
I think I'd have to know somebody kind of well before I sent them that.
Well, yeah, for at least half an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say that's about your going.
Longer than that in my case. Maybe at least a few days.
At least by the second texting.
I don't think I'd be texting my junk to anybody unless I had a real relationship going with them. And hey, if they wanted to text me theirs, then that would be a whole different ballgame, right?
So basically, you want them to send you stuff, but you not send them stuff.
Hey, I'd be willing to share back and forth, if they were good with it. And it's a two-way street, right? Any relationship, you got to give and take.
So there you go, ladies. If you want to see PvP's penis, you know what to do.
Just send me pictures of your sweet, sweet vag. I can't believe I just actually said that. Oh my God.
Welcome everybody to the late night show. Fucking hell.
Yes. It's a good thing it's going to be a late night show after midnight now, because it definitely feels like it should be after midnight.
Nolan's just scored.
I can't believe I just said that. Jesus. How many times are they going to rerun the bloody scores of Nolan scoring in the net?
This
probably endlessly for the next day.
We've been up long enough that they're playing the whole game again.
Okay. I'm not surprised. Hey, any victory, what the hell, eh?
That was Sterling with the assist on it.
I'm not surprised they're showing it again.
Well, technically, the goalkeeper got an assist. Looking at that.
Was the opposite team's goalkeeper crap, or was he decent?
He was fine.
Okay, so Nolan was really damn good then.
Fucking Nolan.
Because sometimes you can beat a team when their goalkeeper is shit, right?
You've got to convince.
They would have been in the quarterfinals if they were shit.
Yeah, so if the goalkeeper's good and you beat the hell out of them like they did, it's like, damn, good stuff. Thumbs up. Damn, I hope you guys can win this. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'm not even English, but I think it'd be awesome if you guys can take it this year. Fuck.
Oh, nice one.
Speaking of taking it, here's a beautiful lady in the chat. Hi, Donna.
What are you speaking of taking there, Andrew?
Andrew,
oh, God. I'd love to be taking something. Yes. Oh, it's always nice when you get beautiful ladies in the chat.
I'm ignoring Ian's comments here.
The Tat Doctor, PvP.
Oh my
Is
God.
Jess getting an office? Is Jess not staying in the first years? I've not kept up.
Hi, Ian. It's brilliant.
Kathy is saying she's a bit wet, but I'm not sure what that means.
Oh my God.
She's talking about the boot sale.
I hope so. I think I'm taking that out of context. Sorry, Kathy. I have a dirty mind, though. I admit it.
Do you think, you ever watch Gareth Southgate and think he looks like he needs a really good shit?
I have no idea who you're talking about, so I've never seen him, and I have no opinion.
Manager Gareth Southgate.
He looks constipated.
He's generally shitting it.
Some people look that way their whole lives, though, don't they?
Honest to God, I think if we bought Gareth Southgate a laxative, England's performances would be even better.
I have no idea. Oh, God.
Did he card him? Didn't card him for that, surely.
I'm not leaving. I've got 3,000 square foot at a great price. So, have you got a new place as well? You got two places. Sorry, I'm not quite following the. You've got an additional place, have you, Jess? And another how many fucking thousands of feet have you got then? Bloody hell, I can't keep up with this. Here's me downsizing the empire.
All right, lads, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm knackered.
Okay.
No worries, buddy.
No worries, man.
Guys, take care, everyone.
Have a good one.
I'm on my final cap. Speak to you soon.
Take care, lads.
Have a good night there, man.
Take care.
Bye.
Zane's in. Hi, Zane. So you can tell Zane now that you've been working on a Friday.
Oh my God, Zane's in. Wow. Zane finally showed up. Unbelievable. Hey, Zane, pop on, man, if you want to chat. Is there still a link? I don't know if is there even a link left?
Stu's off. Take care, Stu.
Oh yeah, there's still a StreamYard link there, Zane, if you want to pop on, man. In the chatteroony.
Right, Ollie. Is Olivia.
This
Olivia is his name. We know that.
This is only like 12:24 for you, Andrew. This is early tonight compared to yesterday.
Yep. Yep, Zane's coming. He's upset people.
I was bloody shocked you went on for 6.5 hours last night. I thought, well, I got to work. I hate it. I'll miss my buds. And then I come on and you're like, guys are still on here for almost an hour after that. It was nice.
Stamina. It's all about the stamina.
Damn, yeah. You must have been drinking for like, what, about 12 hours or some bloody thing?
I did over 13 hours of drinking yesterday.
My God, I am impressed, man. I am impressed. I'm impressed.
Apparently, beautiful women next area on Hinge. I've not heard of it, Dave. It must be a new one. That one.
Come on, kids. Let's get somebody in the chat here to join us. What the fuck? Andrew just put another link in there.
Can you concentrate on our hug?
Come on, Zane. Anybody? Yeah, everybody wants to chat.
I'm tired. I'm tired. Cafe. I go to bed in a few minutes.
Oh shit.
It's been a long day.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
We're going to watch a few more minutes of Andrew Nolan's performance first. What are your plans for tomorrow, PvP?
Well, let's see. Sunday, nothing really too planned, actually. Sunday's usually kind of that day when you just don't plan anything. I really do need to start sorting through my death piles, so that's what I probably should do tomorrow. I've been way too lazy. You know, you get a regular job and you get complacent working so many days a week, and it's like
Sarah,
even when you...
what happened to my stamina? Message me after, Sarah. I'll show you where my stamina is.
It's like even when you got days off, you just don't make use of them as much as you should. I've been very guilty of that. Yeah, gotta go with the death piles.
I'll do some listing and some shipping tomorrow.
Good man.
Oh, looks like Ian's got the hots for DBG's mother. He's putting the moves on.
Really? Death by Glamour's mother? Jeez. I don't even know what she would look like. DBG's pretty nice, though. So.
Yes, I'm just popping to the toilet.
Okay, go for it, Andrew. Okay, folks, I'm here all alone. Ask me anything you want to about Canada. I'll try to entertain you for the next few minutes while Andrew is taking a leak or whatever the fuck he's doing. Come on, folks, this is your golden opportunity. Any weird fantasies you've ever had about asking about Canada? Pop them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to be kind of disappointed because I have never been too much on my own. It's our doctor.
It's almost like they're just kind of like they're biding their time, they're waiting. Every time there's a full ball, they're on the shot, winning the ball back positively. Sure. Echoing around the Elliptico. Majority.
Oh, it sounds like Andrew should show up there. Sorry if I couldn't ask for much, folks, but I'm pretty hammered right now, so. Oh, shit.
Canada question. Do you ever
today, I thought I would. Yes.
There's a question here in the chat for you, PvP, from Ian.
Yeah. Ian, how the hell would I do that? The border is what the border is, right? And seriously, the border is the border. It's like, I don't know how far away from here, but it's like, I don't know, a 90-minute drive or what. The border is the border. It's a fixed thing between that country and my country. I can't change it. So it doesn't matter how much I want to change the distance. It will never change. Because I am not... If I was like God or something, the supreme leader of the universe, I guess I could change the border, but that ain't going to happen anytime soon. So that's my comment. Hey, Zane.
Well, Welcome, Zane. How are you doing?
Hi, Zane. Hope you're well, man.
I'm really good. I don't really watch football, but you can't really ignore all you guys talking about football and everything. I asked the question yesterday, but I didn't really get the answer. Like in the football, there is a one ball and every player is just running after that ball. Like why they are fighting for one ball? Why can't they just bring their own?
No, I have no idea, so I'm interested to answer that.
I think PvP said some words then in response to your question, but I'm not entirely sure what they were.
I have no idea what the hell's going on here.
It's because saying it's a special ball.
Like what's special about it?
It's magical. Whoever wins the ball, wins the ball gets magic.
I have no idea what the hell Amber's talking about.
Did you not see Andrew Nolan's hat trick today then, Zane? For England, he did a brilliant job. He did, Zane. It was an awesome performance.
No, you mean today?
Yeah, Andrew Nolan, brilliant hat trick, sending England through to the semi-finals of the Euros. Amazing.
But I thought you live in Wales, so you support Wales then.
Oh no! I was born in England, so as we can see from the cap, probably behind my team of England.
I think your team would be different if the Wales was in semi-finals.
Well, yeah. Regrettably, though, the cookie is not crumbled that way.
Yeah.
We all have to make hard choices in life. Fortunately, I have.
What was the score today? What was the score today? 2-0? I think
4-0.
It was 4-0.
4-0.
Andrew
England kicked butt today.
Andrew Nolan got a hat trick and then 1 goal for Harry Kane.
They did great today, Zane.
I don't really watch it. Like I just Google it after just to see who win or who lose. Really,
that's probably what I'll do.
At the time when I was in college, I used to watch cricket regularly. Like at that time, was Nasir Hussain was the England captain, and Peterson and all those guys.
Yeah.
They don't play anymore. And
we had that Danish cricketing superstar Kevin Peterson playing for us.
I could never understand cricket as a Canadian. That game is so weird to me. It's like it might as well be like a game the Martians play. You know what I mean? It's just so weird. But I'm sure it's a great game, but I have no comprehension of it.
Yeah, it kind of can get boring. I mean, especially the test match can last for 5 days. So it's
my God.
Yeah,
that's a lot of days.
That was it's really long.
Long.
I remember the guy from South Africa, the Genty Road, and who was there? Kevin. His name was Kevin something. I mean that's they don't even play cricket anymore. All of them are retired, and ever since then, like I don't really follow any sports. So just
yeah, I never watched cricket. I mean, I've never seen a cricket match. Because I'm Canadian, right? Cricket doesn't exist over here. Right?
Yeah.
It's probably like American baseball for you guys. I mean, do you ever see baseball over there?
We call it rounders.
I was a big Seattle Mariners fan 20 years ago, right? Because they're like, I don't know, 4 hours south of me, and they had one of the greatest teams going, like 25 years ago. They were like world class. I mean, they were good enough to really take the championship, right? And I used to watch them regularly on the TV when I could.
But PvP, you know amazing. What's the national sports for England?
National sports for England, I would say would be football, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what people think, I think.
But there could be some weird sport that isn't, right?
It's not weird. It's cricket.
Cricket. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what the sport we're famous for in Canada? Tell me.
Ice hockey. Ice hockey.
We don't call it ice hockey. We just call it hockey.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know what our real national sport is officially? It's lacrosse.
I don't. This is the first time.
You've never heard of lacrosse, have you? Go on Wikipedia and look it up. That is our actual official national sport is lacrosse. It's basically, I think. Oh God, I don't. LAC. I mean, I don't know. Just look. I'm sure the spell check will work, but it's lacrosse. I think it was like a indigenous game that the native folks played many years before we became an official country. But it's weirdly, lacrosse is like officially our national game. And nobody ever pays attention. I mean, we have lacrosse leagues here in BC. We have a team that plays it, but it's like hockey is the big passion, right? Nobody cares about bloody lacrosse, really.
It kind of looked like rugby to me, like by looking at the pictures.
They've got like a stick with a net thing. They shoot the balls. Maybe you're looking at the wrong thing.
According to Wikipedia,
it's not like rugby at all, really.
According to Wikipedia, Canada have their winter national sports as well. So you guys are based on season. So in winter, it's ice hockey, and lacrosse is like overall national sports.
I don't know, man. Usually in the summer here, it would have been Canadian football. And by the word I mean football is like not soccer. It's like American football. You know, where you kick the football down the field.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to describe, but my team here is the BC Lions. I'm in British Columbia, right? So if you ever want to find out about our football, look up BC Lions on YouTube. We haven't had a game here in like 2 years because of the bloody COVID, right? But look up BC Lions on YouTube. You will get a good idea of what our football is really about. It's basically similar to American football. I think we have a better football, though, because our fields are bigger. And, you know, it's just a more challenging game, in my opinion, than what the Americans do. So take a look on YouTube. I'm sure there's, you know, lots of videos from like 2 years ago. And, man, I mean, BC has had some incredible games where you thought they were going to lose. And then in the last minute or two, they kick a long field goal and they win it. You know what I mean? Those kind of games is like, man, we've had some great games, but you know, sadly since COVID, we've had nothing in the last couple of years. Anyway, I'm done. I'll shut the hell up. Hey, Bobby.
What's up,
hey,
guys?
Bobby.
How you doing?
Hey,
Bobby,
we're just chatting, man. Just chatting.
I saw you're on, and I was like, oh, you know what? You're gonna want to see takeout food.
Oh my God!
You want to see the?
Someone in the chat was asking about you before.
It's more takeout eating with Bobby, is it?
Bobby, this is
We don't have to sign up. In America, that's what a diner looks. I don't know if you. It's called a diner. It's like they have like everything there. I don't know. Usually, it's a restaurant. I don't know how to describe what a diner is. But I know. But Andrew's been.
Everyone in the UK knows what a diner is. Don't worry. We know the concept. We've seen enough American films. It's all over the stuff. So don't worry. You're okay. We understand it.
I don't like to assume I know what you guys watch over there.
Leasing says hockey fights are the best, but I gotta tell her there's very, very less hockey fights in the last 10 years or so. Hockey used to be a very violent game where there'd be a lot of guys punching each other out, but it's not about the physical so much anymore. It's about the skill, right? Where guys can just like shoot in and score goals. It's changed. It's really changed.
So what have you
So
got?
who's the England playing against next?
Denmark.
Is it Denmark?
Denmark. Oh, How's the Denmark team? I don't know how they're
I
strong.
imagine they're pretty good
They had
to get that far.
They had a player die, Shane, on the pitch.
But they revived him, unfortunately.
Well, it's
I'm not
unfortunate.
trying to be cruel, but I'm just saying, your odds got better if he died.
Well, no, he's not playing for them. He's in fucking hospital, for fuck's sake. He
Holy
died.
shit. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize that. Poor
So
bugger. Damn.
You don't fucking die and then play football the next day.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. I thought they revived him and it's okay. Oh shit, I feel like an asshole now.
You don't
Sorry.
Christ.
I honestly didn't mean to be that insensitive.
Bobby, what did you buy in the diner?
So I got.
Okay, what'd you eat there, Bobby?
Yeah, so I got the gyro platter or hero platter, whatever you call it.
I'm getting hungry.
So I got that, and I got a salad on the side, and some sweet potato French fries. I love or chips.
How much mayonnaise is on your salad?
How much mayonnaise?
Yeah.
They don't put mayonnaise on it's on this. They put that other. What's that other stuff they give you? It's a white. It looks like mayonnaise, but it's not mayonnaise.
It's a garlic sauce.
Yeah, it's like I think they call it tzatziki or something.
No clue. I don't buy salad.
When you go to a Greek giant, that's what they give you. So you guys are looking good for this. So you guys are singing your songs, your chants for the Euro Cup.
Well, yeah, after Andrew Nolan's hat trick, I mean, Christ, we can achieve anything now. 4-0.
It's semi-finals, though, right?
Yeah.
Is it semi-finals?
Yes, we've got a semi now.
Yeah. And who's on the other side?
Denmark. We literally just had a conversation about that 60 seconds ago.
Yeah, kill Denmark.
No, I'm talking about the other side of the. Come on, you wise ass. The other side of the bracket.
Denmark.
Spain and Italy is the other team in the semi-final.
Kill them all.
Spain is. Yeah.
I just want Britain to fucking win this. That would be nice.
When's
the last time you guys actually won this?
Oh, if we win this, I promise you, if we win the European Championships, the Euros, I'm going to have sex with every one of my female subscribers to celebrate.
If they agree.
What year did they win the? In 1990.
You mean if the England will win?
It's been a while.
Yeah, but you can't say that.
I
mean, nobody will be having that thing with you, and like.
Don't be doubting my abilities now, Zane.
No, I'm not doubting your abilities. I'm actually just thinking the other person have to agree as well.
Well, the other person has to want it too, right? It's not a one-way street, Andrew.
They have already agreed to this. They will.
Oh my God! Have they signed a contract when they signed on to your channel?
Yeah, it's when you hit subscribe button. It's right there.
It's like Andrew goes, "You will have sex with me whether you want to or not." Oh my God!
Already, DBG is now supporting Denmark.
Hey, Leanne.
You see, already told you.
See, Leanne, you've pissed Leanne off. She's already chanting for the other side now.
I mean, people are willing to lose just to avoid having ping pong with you.
Exactly. Andrew, you've jinxed yourself.
Denmark.
You've jinxed yourself. The female audience is going to cheer for Denmark now.
Yeah, so basically...
Would they beat Denmark?
If Denmark lose against England, I'm on a promise.
Oh my God.
Well, Denmark. I mean, look, Denmark. They haven't won anything ever. I don't think they've ever won anything.
I think they win the Euros once.
Yeah, I think they had they won the World Cup. I'm not sure.
Not the World Cup.
I think Denmark's the toss-up, right? I mean, they could be great or they could be crap. It depends on the players they've got this year.
now.
Have they
Oh,
had
there
a
you
good
go.
season or a
They-
crap
Yeah,
season?
nobody.
Euro 1992. They won.
1992,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like 19 years ago. What have they done lately? Like, has their team been any good in the last
19?
5 years?
That's 29
Well, yeah,
years ago.
England won the
It's
World Cup
29 years ago.
in
Have they been any good
1966.
lately,
So
though, or are they crap? I mean, if
Yeah,
they're
but-
crap lately,
Yeah, name one
you got
player
your
on their
chance.
team.
they've won. Well, Christian Eriksen, probably the most famous at the minute, but but your point is Denmark have won something more recently than England have, because England's last major tournament victory was '66.
Yeah, but the thing is, what's their team like now?
Yeah,
You've
but-
obviously got a good team with England. Is Denmark's team good now, or are they crap?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, well, they're in the semifinals. I mean, if they made it to the semifinals,
So they're good, but are they better than England?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
yeah.
Oh,
You
fuck
gotta
it.
find that's where they
I
that's why
guess
they play
we
games.
will. I'm pulling for you guys in the UK, though. God, I hope England wins. Because I know fucking Canada ain't going to be in it.
Canada.
We usually aren't. I mean, normally, like last one with the last match they had, that was 2-0. Today 4-0. So that really put their spirits up, and I think like they gonna play well. I mean, morally, I think they are in a dominant position now.
That is true. However, Denmark did beat the greatest footballing nation on earth, Wales, by 4-0 earlier in the tournament. So, we do have to factor that into consideration.
Yes, they beat the Welsh.
I mean, you were talking about Wales by wearing an England hat.
Yeah, why is that? Why are you wearing the 3 lions?
Because it was born in England.
Another one, like now the UK is not part of the European Union anymore. Like they will they play next one?
Yes, we're still in Europe.
What's the European Union have to do with that?
Nothing.
Doesn't Israel play in the cup too?
No, I mean that's like Euros. So only European countries play in.
Watch this. I'm
isn't
gonna do
it?
Andrew. We didn't physically leave Europe. Just because we're not in the European Union anymore doesn't mean that a spaceship came and sucked up the island of Great Britain and moved it somewhere else.
Exactly.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on here.
Yeah, because they're not in Europe. They just say when they say Europe, they mean there's two different things. Europe can mean European Union or Europe, the continent of Europe. It's like when people say America, sometimes people mean United States of America. Some people mean North America, meaning Mexico, Canada, and United States. But it's just,
more like a geographical continent. Okay.
Yeah, but when they say America, we Canadians know it's like bullshit.
You're not on the same continent.
We will never accept that, like North American crap.
On the same continental
but
plane.
you're North. Yeah, but the continent you're in.
We are north
America.
of America, though.
No, your continent. You live the continent.
Hey,
that
yeah,
you're
I
on.
totally get that, Bobby. I totally get the continent thing. But we are a separate country in spite of what some people think.
Well, I don't know who thinks that Canada is America.
Oh, God. Some people, I think, do think we should be the 51st state, but, whatever. I don't care.
They weren't asking me.
I don't care. It's all cool, right?
Once I have re-established the empire, these things will not be a problem.
Right. So the empire is going to rule, Andrew. Like, Jesus, how are you going to reestablish the empire? I really want to know.
Well, I'm just going to nuke everyone.
Nuke?
So when do they have to go back to?
That's a bit drastic, isn't it?
Well, you've got to give a strong show of strength, haven't you?
Well, you don't want to nuke the people in the Commonwealth. We're all for you.
Well, that's fine. If you join the empire, you won't get nuked. If you don't, you get nuked. Very simple.
Do we have to join? I mean, we're already in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, but the Commonwealth is not the empire. It's a totally different thing.
Well, I always thought it was pretty much the same fucking thing, but oh well, whatever.
Well, no, it's not. It's completely different.
I had a guy from the British military. He was like, technically, he was just some guy at the bar. He's like, yeah, Canada, they can't declare war without the Queen. like if the Queen doesn't give approval to Canada to declare
Actually,
war,
I think we did
they need
declare
her
war in
approval.
World War II without the Queen.
What?
I think we did
What?
declare war like a couple days after Hitler invaded. I'm pretty sure we declared war without the fucking Queen, Bobby.
I don't know. That's just what some drunk at the bar told me, who was supposedly.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was like 3 days after Hitler invaded Poland or whatever.
No,
we declared war in his ass. We were probably in the first half dozen countries that declared it.
It's correct that the Commonwealth declared war after. That was a different.
We declared war pretty fast.
Yeah. That was actually Australia who declared war on your behalf, by the way.
Australia was ahead of us, I believe, yes.
Yeah.
But Canada was pretty goddamn quick. I think we were in the first week.
No, I mean, Australia declared war for you.
Whatever. I don't fucking even know what that means, but I don't know how they could do it for us, but because it was like in the first week.
Australia was the head of the Commonwealth at the time.
Okay. We declared war really quickly, though. Hitler was an asshole, and we declared war on him pretty fast.
You didn't actually declare war. The Commonwealth declared war.
Okay. Well, I think it was like, I don't know, like 6 days later or something.
But yeah, it was a few days after.
Yeah, it wasn't long. We thought, Hitler's a bad dude. We got to smack him down.
You didn't have a choice.
Oh, we were happy to be a part of the, Commonwealth collected. I mean, it was our duty, right?
Yeah, there's no actual choice. It was like the head of the Commonwealth.
Thing is, we were a small country back then. I don't know how many millions of people, but it's a lot less than it was now. And there's a lot of towns in Canada that lost a huge population of their young sons in that war.
Very much
which
so.
is very sad, but it's a fucking truth. And Canada stepped up to the plate, and we, I know we're not a big country in population, but we fought hard.
What have you done?
And we kicked a lot of Nazi ass in that war. So
what have you done to upset DBG? She wants to nuke you now.
Nuclear?
Don't nuke us. Come on, DBG, be sweet. I know she doesn't mean that. She's a sweet lady.
Quick question. Last week I had three dispute, and all of them are my account was hacked and somebody ordered it for me, and I need a refund. And all three, so eBay refunded for one and didn't refund for two of them, and I already shipped all three items, and one item is £27, so there are three of them on the same item. How you deal with this one?
How about this one? My kid used my phone.
Just give eBay the tracking number and say that it's been shipped. Here's the tracking number, and eBay will.
So normally they message it after that and say, please do not ship this item, and that was like 2 days after, and I shipped my item same working day. If you already have shipped it, you need to contact your shipping company and ask them to stop the mail, and that cannot be possible.
No shipping company will stop something once it's been shipped.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I've had it before. I just say to eBay, item's already been shipped. Here's the tracking details. It's not my problem. There's nothing more I can do about it now. I've sent out the order.
I do have a tracking number for all of them, and for two of them I did the tracking number, and the first one I did that, but they just refunded it. So I just have to call them. I just really hate calling for these kind of things because it's just absolute waste of time. But the problem is
I feel
if it was a low value, I will just ignore it. But these are three cases, so if I call them, I will talk about all three of them, and I ask them to do something about it, because the 27, that's nearly over. I mean, nearly £70 for this one. So
it's just phone. So look, all three items have been shipped. Here's the tracking numbers. There's nothing more I can do.
Yeah, I take Andrew's advice. I mean,
The
Was it?
Kathy
just have no idea what would be good.
make a good point. There seem to be happening a lot. Then the bank will take over the claim and win. So
that doesn't. If it's eBay's seller protection will cover you.
well, eBay. Okay, so there are two ways to go about it. Either you can contact eBay and then like open a dispute, and that will be solved with a tracking number. But going through your bank route or your credit card route, like that would be a different matter.
It's
So I think like
it's still up to eBay to defend the case. So the only issue is when somebody opens a dispute via a payment provider on eBay, it can take them weeks to actually resolve it for you. You have to keep speaking to them to say, can you close this please, can you close this please, and eventually they do.
This is the first time happened to me, and that like all of them and the funny thing is like today I was looking into one, and the buyer username actually it kind of sounds very similar to the buyer name as well. So if the account was hacked, then the person who hacked I mean, it would be very rare to have a same name. Yeah.
Probably wasn't hacked, saying it's probably just somebody running a scam.
Yeah, it's a scam for sure. But only the thing is like, and person messaged me 3 times, and first in the first message they said like this is going to be delivered in England, and the address is in London, and they said they live in Scotland. And the third message was no, now they live in Wales. So I asked the person, and I said like, are you sure where you are living? Because your first message was the delivery address is for London, and now you are saying that you live in Wales, and your username really match. I never argue. Like if there is a problem with any item, I ask them, okay, send it back. I give you full refund. That's it. Like I don't haggle. I know that at the end of the day, you will have to refund anyway. But these kind of things are really, really annoying.
That sounds really bad. Like, I don't know what advice to offer on that. Like,
I mean, just like I really want to know the process to stop these things happening in future. But overall, in general, like
process to stop it.
Yeah,
anyone can open a payment dispute on any transaction that they make with their payment provider. There's no process in that.
Yeah, overall in general, like we do kind of accept it that it's a cost of running business, like all those returns and item not received case and all those kind of things. Like this is the way the business work.
The total pain. Yeah,
the only way to protect yourself is to make sure that everything you send is tracked. So you've got a tracking number showing delivery. That matches the details and the
problem is in Canada you just can't afford tracked on a lot of low value stuff, right? It's just too bloody expensive.
Yeah, let's see that. I mean, and you were saying yesterday that you wanna do more how-to tutorials on YouTube.
Oh, I was drunk. I wouldn't take any notes.
No, on a serious note, okay, so if I go on my channel and I see what are my top, like, let's say 10 most performing videos, probably 8 of them are how-to tutorials. Like the one is how to add the pictures inside the description, and the other one is like how to what's the cheapest postage one. Like people don't know, like they need to, this will be a letter or large letter or parcel or whatever. And even you do like how to start selling on eBay in 2021, I think a lot of people are looking for that kind of information.
How-tos are really helpful, yeah.
PvP, why have I got 2 of you here?
Have I got 2 of me? Oh crap. I don't know what. Oh,
there's
shit.
Another one there.
Oh my god. Okay, let me see here. I screwed something up. Did that help? Did that work?
Well, there's only one of you now, so that
Good.
seems to resolve
I
it.
don't know what the hell. I must have pushed on some weird button or something. Oh, God.
I thought we had like some kind of weird like Twilight Zone moment.
Yeah, maybe I had a doppelganger intruding. God, I don't know.
Bobby, we can't see your food.
Come on, Bobby,
you-
show us what you're eating, man.
I did, man.
It's not a stream on a weekend if you're not eating. Ooh, that looks greasy.
Was that his salad? Because I just said the word greasy, so I assume
The hell are we eating here? I'm
That's
getting
the
hungry
meat.
now.
That's gyro.
Is that your
Damn,
salad?
I gotta go get some food soon. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting very hungry.
Now, Zane, when you put those pictures inside the listing, do you need a separate software for that, or
No,
just do it?
No, you just have to like type one code and pull the picture from you have to, so you can only put the picture inside the description, the one you upload them as inside the photos.
Okay.
I mean, you can't, it has to be in eBay, so the code can pull out the picture from the photos and put them inside the description. There is no software, so you just put the code and URL for the picture, and that's it. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really recommend adding a picture inside the description. Like, I don't add them. The tutorial is there if somebody.
And they do well.
Well, I mean, my theory is, like, to be honest with you, I think like 95% of the people who buy on eBay, they don't even read description.
Well, I'm just saying because I'm sure a lot of YouTube shows, so sometimes people like the bigger pictures. They can see it,
Yeah, you can try that. Like, if that's why the tutorial is there. Like, if somebody want to put the pictures, but there are a couple of reasons. Like, I don't recommend anybody doing it. First of all, that your listing gonna take really long time to load. If the buyer will click on it, it's gonna take long time, and not everybody have really fast internet, and customer really get annoyed and they just click away. And the other thing is, like, I don't know, Bobby, if you use the bulk editing option, like if you need to change something in all the listings, if you have the pictures and you're using HTML code inside your description, the bulk editor doesn't really work well. So that is something you will have to keep in mind. And another one really is, like, nobody really go and read the description, so it's really waste of time, because it can be really time consuming to add the pictures inside the description. Without the software is like a effective way to do it, because it can bulk manage the task inside the description, but without a software it's going to be really difficult to do it. And then after, if you need to edit and change something, that is going to be massive headache for you. So I don't add the pictures inside the description. I never have. You can upload 9 pictures for free in your listing. I think that would be more than enough, really.
Well, I'm just saying only because that you can. The guy I know who does it, sells clothing, and they have these huge pictures. They're like the size of the screen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but most of the people will be looking inside the mobile anyway. So, I mean, it's really going to compress it down, because I don't know the analytics for eBay, but over 80% of the people who buy on Amazon, they are using their mobile devices, so they're not using a computer. So when I list something, I try my best to optimize everything that people are watching in a mobile. That's why they have a mobile friendly checker inside the eBay as well now. So I don't know the analytics for eBay, but for Amazon, like, over 80% of the people buy from mobile phones. So even if you upload a bigger picture, it will be compressed to fit inside a mobile screen. So I don't see a point.
yeah, and even if the phone is fast, it still takes a while to load.
Yeah.
But listen.
Gonna head out, guys. It's after 5 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I gotta go get some groceries and shit, so I think I will
Hey,
just
you
pop
driving,
out.
man. How many beers you have?
I haven't had any beers, but I probably had about 5 or 6 bourbons, so it's time for a good walk. Get out, some fresh air, get some healthy walking in, you know. It's been bloody hot here this week, though. God, we had a heat wave warning for like 44 degrees it was on Wednesday. I think it's like in the high 30s now, so I need to get out, get some exercise, you know, stretch your legs. You know how it is.
PvP, nice talking to you. And I'm gonna get my Jack Daniel and Coca-Cola because everybody's eating and making me hungry as well.
Yeah, I
So
need some food too. Man, talking about all
yeah,
this food, I'm getting
I no,
starved.
I don't feel like eating something, but I will drink. So
Yeah, I know.
take
Oh my
care.
God. You have no idea, Zane, how much water I've drank in the last week. It's been
How much?
so gallons, probably. It's been so hot here.
Gallon a
It's
day?
just like yeah, probably. I can't seem to drink enough water when it's this hot. So it's like, oh, it's been crazy, Zane. It really has. It's like 36 today though, so that's actually a relief from the middle of the week when it was like in the mid 40s. It's
I
crazy.
they
In
they say
Canada, you
like
guys are used to that?
We are probably the hottest province in Canada in BC. We often get to the high 40s, which is like probably 110, 120 degrees in Fahrenheit. So, yeah, we're like the California, Canada, basically. We get really hot summers sometimes.
let me get the drink. I will be back.
Anyway, Zane, nice talking to you, man.
Take care.
Oh, God. I guess I bored you in there. Anyway, guys, it was fun. I'm going to go out for a walk now.
Okay.
I have a feeling Andrew could go for another hour quite easily, so I should probably exercise my legs.
Take care, PvP.
Yeah, you too, guys. Good talking to you, all you buds, as always. Have a good one, boys.
Good night.
See here, Andrew. So look, I can. And now I got.
What the hell
And this
is
is the
that?
tool. This is
Is that
what
an
is
onion?
this?
Is that an onion? Have you got onions there?
I
Where's
moved
an
it. All right.
bloody onions?
No, I moved the onion. The onion's over there.
Oh. So
You
that
mean
is
this?
your,
Is that what you're talking about?
that's your salad, yeah?
Are you talking about this?
Is that your salad now, yeah?
Yeah. But that's a cucumber. It's not an onion.
Well, thank God for that. But you need to give me a heart attack then, Bobby. Christ.
I mean, you shouldn't be eating onions, raw onions for dinner anyway. They're not good for your sexual health. No, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. In the lunchtime, if you have them, they're good. But if you have them at the nighttime, they have opposite effects. So
So there you go, folks. Onions are bad for you.
For night, yes. For lunch, they're good.
And also for lunch, breakfast, and any other time, just onions bad for you. That is our conclusion.
We got Jack Daniel.
Andrew Nolan has just scored another goal.
Yeah. No, it's just it's
really
just a plain. It's just a plain Coke.
I thought you put Jack Daniels in Coke.
No, I don't drink, so
Plain doesn't drink.
I was just kidding.
I can go for Captain Morgan's right now.
That's really I've worked as a bartender, so I know a lot about, not a lot, I will say, like I know the basic like cocktail recipes, but not even working behind the bar. I never actually drinked, so.
Yeah, I was a bartender for many years. I owned a bar.
So you're still running it, or you sold it?
I went out of business. I locked the door, man.
Why is
2008,
that?
2008,
Okay.
economy took a big
Yeah,
global
that
recession.
time.
So
So, Andy, what's your plan for Sunday and next week?
Just work. Work and more work. Tomorrow I shall do some listing, some tidying up, make some money, and then I'll be back to saving the nation on Monday. World Cup on Wednesday night.
and then tomorrow we have our holiday where we gave King George
yeah.
the big fat middle finger.
Yeah, 4th of July tomorrow. Yeah, you guys are having a big day there. A lot of fireworks.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna be. I'm probably gonna be around here. Probably not gonna do nothing.
I celebrate it while you still can, because I'll be reinvading soon.
Yeah. Good luck.
Sarah is saying, does your religion allow you to drink then? No, I mean it's forbidden in our religion, so I don't really. No, I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not very religious person, because I will say it's at some level I am, but it's not because of religion. I just like. I remember I smelled Jack Daniel once, and I just vomit because of the smell.
Yeah.
I don't like the smell of alcohol. So that's the main reason. Like if somebody is really drinking near me as well, I kind of feel like I'm just gonna throw up. So that's why.
It's better you don't start, because guess what? When you start drinking at an older age, you're gonna become addicted very easily. I had a friend of mine. This guy was from Egypt, and he came to this country when he was like 25 years old. And he never. Of course, in Egypt, obviously, alcohol is forbidden and everything. And then by the time he was 40 years old, he was a very, very, very hardcore alcoholic. He used to double fist Chivas Regal and Heineken all night like this at work when we were working. It was bad. He his liver got all fucked up and everything. He couldn't handle
Yeah,
it.
I had a roommate, was a really young guy, and he was German, and he came. I was in college back then, and in London I was living in a sharing house at that time. So my roommate was German, and he was just 29 at that time, and he had a problem with alcohol.
And where was he from?
From Germany.
Oh, but I'm saying, but he was Muslim.
No. He was like a native German, and so I remember he had a really strong willpower. He said, I've been to rehab, and I just decided to leave that life behind. That's why I came over to England. And anytime on the weekend, if somebody will open a beer or anything like that, he will just quickly leave. Or even if he is sitting there, if somebody will offer him, he will say no. Like I don't wanna touch this thing again. I don't want to do that. And I seen him.
It's hard because you know what? You don't want to insult people.
Yeah.
But then, and then the other people are like, come on, have a drink with me. And then they take it as an insult. And then it's like, I don't know. I don't want to have a drink. The best thing always to do, if people are always pushing, you say, look, I have my keys with me. I got to drive home. That's what I would tell. Because when I was a bartender, people would always want to buy me a drink. They would say, come on, have a drink with me. And, I would always say, I'm like, nah, I'm driving, whatever it is. I got a long ride home. I don't want to get, because, here in America, I'm sure in the UK it's probably similar, but, they're pretty strict here with drinking and driving. So.
Yeah, here as well. Somebody offered me to buy a drink. I will when I was a bartender, I will just say, okay, well, I will take a money back because I don't really drink. So
I knew a guy. This guy, I knew he owned a bar, and a lot of people, you want to laugh, people wanted to buy him a drink, and what he used to do is he used to have a bottle of vodka behind the bar that only had it was just water in there. So people would say, because by the end of the night, people say, Richie, why don't you do a drink? Have a shot with me. Have a shot with me. And he would be like, no, because, he'd be so drunk by the end of the night. So he would just keep that bottle of water, vodka with the water instead of, water in there. And then he would just say, oh, here's a shot of water. And that was it,
Yeah, if somebody will ask me to come to a pub and go for a drink, I will go by all means, but I will just take probably a Red Bull or a can of Coke or something like that, or just have a chit chat, and because pub for me it's not more like going for a drink; it's more like meeting someone. Yeah, that's
public.
like
It's called public.
More like a socializing thing. So yeah, really.
Hey, I gotta tell you something real fast. So what happened was my friend, the guy who was Egyptian, right? So he goes back to Egypt to marry his wife. Of course, he's like 50 years old. His wife is 20. You know how the story goes. So he goes back to go to get married, right? And he tells his brother and everything that you can't. It's hard to get alcohol over there. You have to go to hotel. You have to go to a hotel to buy alcohol because they don't have a regular liquor store there. So you have to go to only the tourist areas. They'll let you buy it.
You have to be a foreign national as well. Yeah, that's the same in Pakistan.
Well, I don't know if you have to in Egypt. I don't know if you have to be a foreign national, but you can only sell it in that area. Only in the and like a bottle of of Johnny Walker Black was like $300. Okay, which here would be like $40 at the time.
Yeah.
So what happened is, make the story short, when he came back and he was, it was the night of his wedding, so of course he was drinking a lot, right? So and of course a lot of the people are like, oh, why are you doing this? You're not supposed to. You're not supposed. You know how the story is. You're not supposed to be drinking. It's supposed to be. But then he's like, I just saw you guys 5 minutes ago. You guys were smoking hash. He's like, you're breaking my balls about drinking some scotch. He's like, you guys are smoking hash. He's like, and you're breaking my balls about the booze. They're like, oh no, well that's different. He's like, oh well, for me, you want to smoke hash, and I want to drink beer. I mean, I want to drink this scotch. And it was funny too. One time, he told me the story when he flew back, right? And they don't serve alcohol on the plane at Egypt Air.
Yeah.
So what happens is, when the stewardess comes over to you, but my friend was an alcoholic. He couldn't. The plane ride to Egypt is like 20 hours. He can't go like 20 hours without a drink. I mean, he was like an alcoholic. So he would have to bring those little bottles with him in his pocket, right? So what happens is he would just ask the stewardess. He would just say, "Excuse me, can you bring me just a glass of ice or a cup with ice?" So he would have it in his pocket and just go fill it up, and then he's like, the lady next to me, she was like, oh, she's like, she was saying it, in Arabic. She's like, she thought he was like the devil, like, because who's gonna be drinking on the plane, right? So she's like, oh no, the plane is gonna, like, the devil is on the plane is gonna crash to the ground, like, I mean, because he can't go, this guy couldn't go more than, he couldn't go more than an afternoon without getting boozed up,
Yeah, only the reason that it's forbidden in a religion, because like you lose your senses. That's the only problem.
Yeah, but of course, but that's the thing is the hash. That's why he was getting mad at his friend with the hash.
Yeah, and that's also forbidden because like you can't have those things as well.
No, but over there they were smoking the hash. Maybe and look, of course, as you know, not every I mean, people make generalizations. Not every country is the same. Every country has different rules. I'm talking about like Islamic culture. It's not the same in every single country you go to. Some they have different rules for this.
I mean, if you go to UAE now, like you openly buy alcohol from anywhere in UAE. That's not the problem there. And even the Emirates airline, they serve alcohol as well. So that's right. They are like past that point now.
Yeah, because it always surprises me. Like some other girls I talk to that I know that are like big partiers over here in America, like drinking stuff. The people who I know, I'm not even going. I'm not like hanging out with them. Like people who are coworkers, like their kids or friends or whatever, and like they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to what was that, Dubai or wherever. They're like, I'm like, you do understand that in those countries you're not allowed to do certain things. They're very strict. They're like, oh no, you can do. I'm like, I'm like, you got to make sure you know what, it's not a game when you go somewhere. It's not America anymore. It's not like you can't just cry to the officer and say, oh, I didn't know. That doesn't work that way. Or they want to go to Thailand, these places. It's like, you got to be careful when you.
No, Bobby, the thing is, people heard the story that probably something happened 100 years ago and they still have that perception. But the things are, they have changed now. Like, I mean, in Dubai now, you will be walking and drinking openly. That's not really a problem there anymore. The woman driving and all those kind of things. Nobody, like, we don't even discuss those things. Like, we are that level now. Like, we are past that point. Like, it's not even a conversation anymore. It seems normal now. So,
and I used to get my friends from Iran. I have a lot of friends from Iran. In here, we have people from there too. And the guy, he used to be, a big mouth, and he would get drunk, and he used to be loud mouth and this and that. I'm like, oh my god, this guy is gonna get fucking in all this trouble and all this shit. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, please don't get in fucking trouble over there. You know what I mean? You never know. I mean, you say the wrong thing, you do the wrong, I had another friend from Iran, but he was whatchamacallit. He's Armenian. He's a Armenian guy they have, but he was born in Iran. I guess, different whatever. And he was afraid to go back to Iran because technically if you were born there, you have to do military service. And he was like 40 years old, and he was like, what if they? I'm like, I was like, Ed, they're not. What are they gonna do? They're gonna, if you go and visit, they're gonna make you. They're gonna look you up in the computer, be like, oh, you didn't do the military, now you have to go back. I'm like, come on. But he's like, you never know, man. What if they want me to go back to the army?
I had a mobile phone shop, and every other day, like, a lot of people will come and the screen is fully smashed for iPhone. And there was a guy, like, he used to come every single week, and I say, like, how did that happen? And he said, like, I don't know. And I said, how could you not know? It's your phone, it's with your pocket. And I said, like, I don't really remember anything. And I used to think, like, can you really like be that drunk where you actually don't remember what happened? And then when I started working inside a pub as a bartender, like, we used to close 3 o'clock, and after that we have to, like, sometime call the taxi for the people, or sometime we used to take their mobile and take a number for somebody so they can come and pick them up. Like, literally, people just go outside. Either they can't stand, they can't even sit, or you will have some people who will just, they just want to scream, they just want to fight. It's
Oh, do you follow? You said about for a phone. Do you follow this guy on YouTube? This guy Lewis Rossman.
Oh yeah, they used to have a big campaign going on right to repair at the moment. Yeah,
because he's not too far. I mean, Andrew's gonna say, Rob, everybody from New York City is not too far from you. Anybody who's in New York City, he's not far from me because he's in New York. He lives in Brooklyn, which I don't understand why
he's not far from you then, is he? If it's in bloody Brooklyn.
What?
Well, he's not far from you then, is he?
Well, he's in. Actually, it's kind of hard to get. Brooklyn is actually a pain in the ass to get to. So that is actually kind of fun.
What you was going to say about Rossman?
No, I was just making sure that you follow him and sometimes too, I find myself, I follow his girlfriend too. And sometimes she'll be doing live streams at night and she'll be talking about weird, different shit, whatever it is. But she's a nice girl. You've seen her on the videos, right?
Yeah,
Girlfriend?
she's Asian. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a nice girl.
Yeah,
you know,
I followed him from when he used to do Mac board repairs. Like that's what people know him most. And then he kind of become that once you are personality YouTuber, I will call it. So like people will watch whatever the videos he will put. So he's talking about Congress and he's talking about all political things. He mix all those things up now. Yeah. Yeah, and also talking about the real estate and also talking about why the property prices are getting expensive and all that kind of stuff.
Those are very good videos. I'll tell you what, those videos that he was doing on the property was a really good in-depth analysis that wasn't so complicating, but he really broke it down really well. And it's the concept what a lot of people think about. Because when you're a small business owner, right, you're always wondering why are certain things happen so way. Why is it when I'm trying to rent a store, they don't want to rent it? They don't want to. The store's $5,000. I offered them $4,000, or I offered them $3,500. But then they leave the store empty for 6-8 months. Why
Bobby,
did they
do that? The reason they do that because the way, and I talked about this many times as well, and it's a big problem, and he highlighted it, and we have the same problem here as well. So the way the bank will value a commercial property, it will be based on how much annual rent they are generating. So as soon you will put the rent down, the bank will say, okay, the price for the property have gone down, so you have to readjust the money that you have borrowed. That's the reason the landlord will not do that, because they're gonna really face a big loss and they will just leave the property empty for a longer period of time. It's the banking ecosystem. Yeah.
But think about how crazy that is. Because he was talking about that because somebody's in there, they were like, the guy who responded to him on that was like, they would have to contact like 100 different people to get the approval for them to lower the rent. He's like, the process would take months for them to, see, that's why I always tell people all the time, I'm like this, the first thing, because I rented a store and, but this here that I rent, this is under, I give her the money. This is, under the table. You know what I mean? So here in this place, this isn't whatever.
So it's like a sublease kind of things.
Correct.
So he leaves so she is the one who have it. This supposed to be a storage, but she subletted it to you.
Yeah, because in here, she had clothing in here before, right? So she sells clothing in her store upstairs. So if the landlord ever showed up, see, if she sublet it to me and I was using this to repair furniture, right? Or I don't know, repair cell phones or whatever the fuck it is, that would be different. But here, all it is clothing stored down here that she would be selling anyway. They don't know that it's being sold online. So if they see suits in here, oh yeah, I sell suits. Big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think even the landlord will have any kind of problem with it, really.
Well, yeah, these landlords here, especially, this is my tip too. I'm sure in the UK it's probably similar. If you can find a landlord who is, a landlord who was, how do you call it? Like when somebody leaves you something, the term is inherited. Like somebody who inherited the building. Those are always the best landlords to find, because I know it sounds crazy, but there's a lot of people who have like generational wealth, like their uncle, their grandpa, somebody.
Because they don't have experience how hard it is to build the asset or property, so they don't really care.
But no, well, also there's two things involved. Is Not just the experience. No, but I'm talking about the landlord. See, what happens is if you're collecting money, right? Let's say you inherited a building and you're collecting rent, and now that's basically free money you're collecting every month. So if the guy in the store is fucking around, not fucking around, but like, let's say like I'm not supposed to be subletting, right? Or whatever it is. They're not really going to give a fuck because you know what? For that guy to have to now try to enforce that, right? Figure it out. That it's not worth their time. Okay? They're saying, you know what? I'm getting the money anyway. Like I'll give you a
Yeah.
perfect example. The last store I rented, the restaurant, it was in a strip mall. There was 5 stores, right? And one guy used to get like a half price rent, okay? Because he used to take care of all the business. Like, for example, if the energy company would show up, he would have to deal with the guy with the electric company, or if whatever it was, he would take care of all those things. And in return, he would give him like a half price rent. So because the landlord lived in Florida, we're talking about over 1,000 miles away. So this way, it's like a security. Look, you know what? If I know that if there's some kind of leak, let's say there's a little leak somewhere or whatever the fuck, that guy, Ronnie, he'll just take care of it, or he'll call somebody, or he'll fix it himself, or whatever it is, because he's getting a half price rent. So he'll take care of whatever the fuck. So that's why, but he was a landlord who inherited it from the building from from centuries ago. Not I'm talking about decades ago. But now, you have a lot of corporate landlords. So the corporate landlords, they might own a couple of hundred units, maybe a couple of thousand units. So what happens is they have lawyers already in court every day, because they're a big company. You always have people that are in court because there's always people going back and forth fighting this. So basically, if you do something to fuck up, they'll say, oh, well, I'll just take you to court. It's not a hassle for me because we're in court. Because a corporation, they don't care. You can't, if you say, oh, I'm struggling, help me out. They give you the middle finger. I mean, they big corporations don't give a shit. But when you're dealing with a regular guy and you say, look, I'm struggling a little bit. Can you do me a favor? I'm a little short. They'll say, okay, fine, whatever the fuck, But the big company, they'll do everything to the because I tell people that all the time when they say they want to rent a store, and I always say, if you have a choice between 2 different stores, let's say they're 2 very similar stores, very similar rent, very similar location, everything is very similar, but one landlord is like one of those kind of landlords, an individual guy who inherited the building, whatever it is, and another landlord who's a big mega corporation. Even if it's another $100 a month more or whatever the fuck, take the other one. Take the other landlord. Take the original guy. You deal with corporations, and then you call them on the phone. They don't answer the phone. You have to call, their secretary and their this, and then you have to make an appointment and go online, fill out paperwork online, and do all this other bullshit. No. Give me the regular landlord. Deal with you right up face. I'm sure it's similar. I mean, a lot of our laws are based on your laws anyway. So I'm assuming most of the leasing and stuff is based on, what you guys have. It's probably pretty much the same.
I don't know how they work in America, but it sounds like they are same. If you have to rent, let's say, a commercial shop, not in the downtown in a very busy area, but just like a middle footfall area, let's say, how much is the average rent there?
Yeah, so like this woman here, okay. This store, see, this is tricky too because it's 2 floors. This is like a finished basement though. So upstairs is probably 1,500 square feet. I don't know how you do that in meters or whatever the fuck. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, square feet is fine. Yeah,
square feet here anyway. We're imperial.
Okay, yeah, but it's different. I think an imperial foot is probably bigger than a regular foot. I don't know.
No.
But 1,500.
A foot's a foot.
Well, an imperial pint is different.
Yeah,
an imperial pint.
A foot's a foot. It doesn't change. It's 12 inches.
Okay.
It doesn't change.
Okay. Now in this store, I think she pays about a little under $3,000 for this store
per month.
A month. Now,
Do you have
this
you
is
have a business rates as well, like business rates do you pay something to your local authorities, like we call them council here? Do you pay
yes.
some?
Well, that I believe that's the thing too. Also, when you have a lease here, they have two different types of leases. They have a gross lease or a net lease or triple net lease, meaning a gross lease is they just give you one price. That's it. A net lease means they have a price for the amount of the rent. Then they have all those fees and all those taxes and all that other shit. So, like for example, if that the local taxes go up, right, for the we call it the township or the county, whatever it is.
So
If they
sorry,
go up, then you have to pay.
just to interrupt you here, because I really want to follow you on this one.
Sure.
So that would be like 36,000 per annum. What's the 0 point in New York? Like, if you have to go to, let's say, a Times Square, how far it? I mean, that might be a stupid question, but how
Here's the
far?
thing: is this New York City? Like, I'm in the suburb outside of New York City, right? I'm probably from the city line, which is called Queens County. I'm probably about in a car, maybe about 15 minutes from the 20 minutes from the border, okay, to New York City. But then you would have to go another, say, 30, 40 minutes if you wanted to get to Manhattan.
So it's like an hour.
Yeah. Because Manhattan is a.
So that would be more like if I'm understanding you, and we put it in a England way. So that it seems like you are in Kent. So from Kent, if you have to travel to central London, that takes around an hour. And the rent is around 30. So what would be the rent in, let's say?
But my town, you have to remember this. This town where I'm in is not the best town. You know what I mean? There are towns that are like the town next to me. The rent is going to be at least 20-25% more expensive, 30% more, because the town next to me is much better town.
How much the rent will be? Let's say like a 10 minutes drive from central of the city.
And also, we're not on the high street. We're off the high street.
Okay.
So technically, this is like a secondary high street, like you would say. Doesn't have the same foot traffic like the regular high street. Yeah. But now
here, so here in UK, let's say like in London is divided into a different zones. So we have zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5. So you can, like, it's not really, but you can say, okay, zone 1 is a central one, and then zone 2 is a little bit far from a central, and 3 and 4, that's like a thing goes on. If you want to rent something in like zone 1, a commercial property, that will cost you well over 300,000 per
annum. You think?
Per annum, yeah. If you go to zone,
that's something you have to ask Louis Rossman. He's the kind of, because New York City, it's like if this store was in Times Square, of course, it could be $30,000, $40,000 a month or whatever. You saw his videos. It could be. Yeah, this is a small. This is Long Island.
I had a shop in zone 3 that will take around like 25 minutes on a train to central London, and the rent was there, and that was the same size of yours, and there was a basement there was a basement as well, and the rent was around 65,000 per annum for that, and it's
about $5,000 a month.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, you will. I mean, I was subletting it. I was subletting a basement to another guy to make up for. I mean, from a mobile phone shop, you do make money, but you don't make money just to pay your rent, isn't it? So,
of course,
the rents are really.
That's the thing now is that it's like, well, but see, Now the economy is actually starting to pick up a lot. So we were all expecting. See, it's very interesting. See, here's the thing: is this? This is the tricky point, because we have what they call the eviction moratorium, where you could not evict anybody from the coronavirus and all this other stuff, whatever it is.
Same here
So-
as well.
So we don't know, meaning businesses, nobody knows what's going to happen. I don't know. I think it might be it might be up in another month or two, this eviction moratorium. It's coming up soon. It's not, it's not that much longer. So number one, we don't know how fast the courts are going to work, number one. And we don't know how the courts are going to rule, because the courts might just say to the landlords, oh, you have to work out a deal. You can't just throw people out, or the courts might say, all right, everybody got to get the fuck out. If you haven't, we don't know what the guidance is. So it's right now, this is a very weird time because nobody knows. There's no guidance for the future. Nobody knows, but in general, actually the city has been picking up, but also at the same time, also a lot of people, I don't know over there, but a lot of people in America, they're still collecting unemployment, and the unemployment runs out in September. So there's a lot, like right now we have a very huge labor shortage. Like every store, when you walk down the street, every store has help wanted signs, the whole road, especially like, service industry stuff, like fast food restaurant, McDonald's type stuff like that. Even I went past, you guys have Wendy's? I know you have different shit, whatever, but it's like a McDonald's, but it's a little bit better anyway. But anyway, make the story short, they even had signs in the window today. I drove by. It says, work today, get paid tomorrow. So usually you would have to work 1 week, right? And then they pay you next week for the last week. I'm sure you guys do similar shit, right? With this, they're saying, you work today, we'll pay you tomorrow. You come back, you're gonna get, which is like unheard of in a corporation like a McDonald's type corporation, that they're gonna pay you. Yeah.
So you're saying the labor shortages because people are getting the unemployment checks. That's why.
Exactly. So that's what's happening. It's people, you're collecting unemployment. So people are saying, you know what, I don't want to go back to work because.
Yeah, but how much money they collect from those unemployment? I mean, can they do like really live a decent living on it?
It was before Trump left. It was probably up to like $1,200 a week. Almost.
Yeah, I don't know what's the cost of living there. So like I won't be able to tell. But
and remember, and you have to think of this too. So $1,200 a week, it was you were getting more. I mean, if you figure in pounds, which $1,200 is about 900 pounds. So 900 pounds a week. So about 900 pounds a week. Does the average guy make 900 pounds a week? Regular guy on the street?
No, not really. Not here.
So now, could you imagine? Okay, so a guy is making. Let's say he was making. He was working at a fast food, and he was making 400 pounds, and now he's making 900 pounds. He ain't gonna go back to work at that fucking fast food place.
Yeah,
that's.
But the thing is, here they had the unemployment benefits or something like that, and those are. It's not the amount of money that you will make if you will have to go to work. I believe so. It's not like you can live. You can't really have a decent living just on the benefits, really.
You're correct. That's what they did. That's how they do it here also. The way it works is you would get a certain percentage of what you were making, but what happened was, so each state has their own amount that they would give you. So let's say a certain state would say, we're only going to give you $400 a week, which is say 300 pounds a week, right? But what happened was the federal government jumped in and says, "Oh no, we have to help people out. We're going to give a $600 a week bonus on top of that small pay that you usually would get from unemployment, that whatever, only a few $100s a week. We're going to add 600, so you could get up to like almost $1,200 a week." And they said about over 60% of the people who were collecting were making more money than the original job. So
Yeah, they did.
and a lot of people.
Yeah. Why would they go back and work and then make less money and on the top as well?
So
Right,
this is what happened. So then
I've got to go to bed. I'm dead on my feet.
Oh, all right.
Andrew.
Well, let me tell you real quick. So Zane, let me tell you give me 30 seconds. So what happened was then they dropped it to 300. So then some people started going back to work, but still, you know. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Zane, you have Instagram or no?
Yeah, it's Hi Zen Shah. My name on a screen, just put hi. Just come on Instagram, say hi. That's what it's mean.
All
so
right,
Hi Zen Shah.
I'll
That's like Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. That's Hi Zen Shah.
All right, Andrew, I know this guy wants to go to bed. I'll talk to you later. I got to get back to work downstairs.
Take care, everyone.
Ciao.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.